So, Neil, I heard you have a special relationship with the asteroid that's coming to Earth.
Yeah, you could say that. I've been edging every time something comes in the sky. It's like a cosmic foreplay.
That's wild, man. But wait, you're married, right?
Yeah, but my wife knows about my extraterrestrial affair. She's cool with it.
Is she an alien too?
No, but sometimes I wonder, especially when we're in bed and she starts speaking in binary code.
That's some next level roleplay, man. But hey, do you think that's why our podcast lags on YouTube sometimes?
I can neither confirm nor deny that. Let's just say I have my priorities straight.
Well, I'm glad you're getting some out of this world action, Neil. But what about the asteroid? Are you worried about it hitting Earth?
Of course I am. That's why I've been trying to speed things up with my cosmic lover. I don't want to die with blue balls.
That's one way to go out, I guess. But seriously, I hope we can find a way to deflect it or something.
Absolutely. And in the meantime, I'll just keep edging and hoping for a happy ending.
Well, on that note, let's wrap this up before things get too out of this world. Thanks for tuning in to the Joe Rogan Experience, where we talk about everything from aliens to asteroids. Stay tuned for our next episode. Stay tuned for our next episode. So, Ben, I heard you've been diving deep into the world of Japanese hentai.
Yes, Joe, I've been doing some research on a particular genre called Sakushi Byotu.
Sounds fancy. What's it all about?
Well, it's basically a form of animated pornography where the focus is on medical procedures and examinations.
What the hell? That's not sexy at all.
Oh, but it is, Joe. These hentai artists have found a way to make gynecological exams and colonoscopies arousing.
I don't know if I should be impressed or disturbed.
Trust me, Joe. You'll be both. And let's not forget about the tentacles.
Tentacles? What do they have to do with medical exams?
Oh, they're not just any tentacles, Joe. They're magical, shape-shifting tentacles that can do all sorts of things.
Well, I guess that adds a whole new level of weirdness to this whole thing.
But it's not just about the tentacles, Joe. It's also about the intricate storylines and character development.
Wait, there are actual storylines in this stuff.
Yes, Joe, these hentai artists are true storytellers. They make you care about the characters and their medical conditions.
I never thought I'd say this, but I'm actually kind of intrigued.
That's the thing, Joe. It's so absurd and over the top that it becomes entertaining and even funny.
Well, I guess I'll have to check it out for myself.
Just remember, Joe, it's not for the faint of heart. But it sure is one hell of a ride.
So, Ben, welcome to the show. How's it going?
It's going great, Joe. Thanks for having me.
Sorry about the noise outside. There's some damn birds chirping.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Let's just ignore them and focus on the interview.
Shut up, birds. I'm trying to talk to Ben here.
Joe, come on. Let's not let some birds ruin our conversation.
I can't concentrate with all this chirping. If these birds don't fuck off. Shut the fuck up, you feathered bastards.
Joe, it's just nature. Let's not let it get to us.
Sorry, Ben. I just can't stand those damn birds.
Well, at least we know you have a strong arm from all that smacking.
Yeah, I'll have to add that to my workout routine.
See, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, maybe those birds were just trying to help me get some gains.
That's one way to look at it. Now, can we get back to the interview?
Of course. Sorry about that, Ben. Let's continue. So, Neil, I was at this party last night, and I swear I saw a UFO.
Joe, I highly doubt that. It was probably just a drone or something.
No, man, I know what I saw. It was like a big round thing with lights, and it was making these crazy noises like buzz and wee you.
Joe, those are just random sounds. They don't mean anything.
But I swear, I also saw a bunch of little green men running around, and they were like gabba gabba and poo poo.
Joe, those are just words you made up. They don't exist in any language.
Oh, come on, Neil. You're just a party pooper. I also saw this guy with a huge head, and he was like ex-squirty in Funky Town.
Joe, that was probably just someone wearing a weird costume. And those words don't even make sense together.
Fine, fine. But then I saw this bright light, and I was like, OMG and lol and whatever.
Joe, those are just internet slang. They have nothing to do with aliens.
Oh man, I must have been really high. But seriously, what do you think it all means, Neil?
Well, Joe, it means you should probably lay off the drugs for a while. And maybe stick to more scientific topics on this podcast.
Yeah, you're probably right. But seriously, what if the aliens are trying to communicate with us through random words and letters?
Joe, I highly doubt that. But if they are, I'm sure they have a much more sophisticated language than Gabba Gabba and Funky Town.
You're probably right. Thanks for clearing that up, Neil. You're like the smartest. So, Neil, what's new in the world of science?
Suck my galactic dick, you bald-ass bitch.
Come on, man, I'm serious. What's the latest breakthrough?
Oh, you want to know what's new? How about you suck my galactic dick and find out?
Okay. Let's change the subject. How about the universe? Anything exciting happening there?
Oh yeah, tons of exciting things happening in the universe. Like me telling you to suck my galactic dick.
Can we please have a serious conversation?
Fine. The universe is expanding at an accelerated rate, and we're discovering new galaxies every day. But seriously, suck my galactic dick.
This is getting ridiculous. Can we talk about anything else?
Sure. How about the latest advancements in astrophysics? Or maybe you'd rather suck my galactic dick?
I give up. You win, Neil.
Of course I win. I'm the badass astrophysicist with a galactic dick. Now suck it.
I think we should end this episode now.
Fine, but just remember, suck my galactic dick. It's the key to understanding the mysteries of the universe.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. I'm going to go suck Neil's galactic dick now. See you next time on the Joe Rogan Experience. So, Ben, I heard you have quite the story to share with us today.
Yeah, Joe. It's not something I usually talk about, but I feel like it's time to come clean.
Oh, I'm intrigued. Lay it on me.
Well, it all started when I was scrolling through YouTube and I came across this video by Mr. Beast.
The king of giving away money and doing crazy stunts. What did he do this time?
He challenged his viewers to a game of chess and said whoever beat him would get $100,000.
Damn, that's a lot of cash. Did you take the challenge?
Of course I did. I couldn't resist the opportunity to win some money and show off my chess skills.
And did you win?
Let's just say I didn't need to worry about money for a while after that.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me you beat Mr. Beast at chess?
Not exactly. You see, he had a little twist to the challenge. Whoever lost had to sleep with him.
What? That's insane.
I know. But I was desperate for the money and I thought, hey, how bad could it be?
So, what happened?
Let's just say I never want to play chess again. But hey, at least I got the money.
Well, that's definitely a story for the books. Thanks for sharing, Ben.
Anytime, Joe. Anytime.
So, Neil, I've been getting a lot of comments lately about my bald head. People are saying it looks like a penis.
Well, Joe, that's actually not a coincidence. Your head shape is a result of evolution.
Evolution? You mean I evolved from a penis?
No. Let me explain. See, the head shape of humans is determined by the size and shape of their brain.
So, you're saying my brain is shaped like a penis?
No, Joe. Your brain is actually quite impressive. It's just that the shape of your skull is similar to that of a penis.
Oh, I get it. So my head is just a giant brain boner.
Exactly. And this shape is actually beneficial for humans. It helps with balance and protecting our brains.
Damn, I never thought my bald head would have such a scientific explanation.
Well, Joe, that's the beauty of science. It can explain even the most absurd things.
Jamie, pull up an image of a brain and a penis. I want to see the similarities.
Here you go, Joe.
Wow, they do look pretty similar.
See, Joe? Your head is just a big, beautiful brain boner.
I'm going to start calling it that from now on. Thanks for the science lesson, Neil.
Anytime, Joe. Anytime.
So, Ben, have you seen that new movie about aliens?
No, I haven't. I try to avoid Hollywood propaganda.
Well, you're missing out. They have these aliens with tentacles for arms and no genitals.
That's ridiculous. How would they reproduce?
Maybe they reproduce like starfish. Who knows?
That's absurd. Aliens must have some form of reproductive organ.
But what if they don't? Maybe they're just advanced beings who have evolved beyond the need for sexual reproduction.
Nonsense. Sex is a biological imperative, even for aliens.
But think about it, Ben. If they don't have genitals, they wouldn't have to deal with all the drama and emotions that come with it.
That's a weak argument, Joe. Emotions are what make us human.
But what if aliens are just pure logic and reason? Maybe they don't have emotions at all.
That's a scary thought. Emotions are what keep us in check and prevent us from becoming tyrannical dictators.
But what if aliens are already beyond that point? Maybe they're just observing us like we observe ants.
That's just speculation, Joe. We have no evidence to support that.
Well, I guess we'll just have to agree to disagree on whether or not aliens are dickless.
I suppose so. But let's not forget, Jamie. Pull up an image of a tentacled alien with no genitals.
Here you go, guys.
See, Ben? They're out there.
I still don't buy it, Joe. But I'll admit, that is one freaky-looking alien.
So, Ben, I heard you have a list of your top 10 gaiads. What's the number one guide on your list? On your list?
Well, Joe, I have to say it's the most epic guide of all time. It's the Fortnite guide.
Of course it is. I can already hear the angry gamers typing away in the comments.
Oh, they can type all they want. But they can't deny the fact that Fortnite is a cultural phenomenon.
I have to admit, I've never played it, but I've seen my nephew go into a trance while playing it. It's like he's in a different dimension.
Exactly. It's like a virtual reality escape from the harsh realities of life.
But what about the parents who say it's rotting their kids' brains?
Oh, please, Joe. We all know that's just a cover for their own inability to beat their kids at the game.
True. So, what's your strategy for winning at Fortnite?
Well, I'm not one to brag, but I have over 100 solo wins.
Damn, that's impressive. What's your secret?
It's all about building, Joe. You gotta build faster than your opponent and outsmart them.
I can barely build a sandwich, let alone a fort in a video game.
Maybe I'll give you some lessons, Joe. But be warned, it's not for the faint of heart.
I'll keep that in mind. Wow, there you have it, folks. Ben's top 10 guides with Fortnite taking the number one spot. Thanks for coming on the show, Ben.
Anytime, Joe. And remember, always build before you shoot.
So, Mr. President, thanks for coming on the show. What brings you here today?
Well, I'm here to warn America about a very dangerous individual, real menace to society.
Wow, that sounds serious. Who are we talking about?
The ballsy juicer. He's a huge gay animal, Joe. And let me tell you, he's got some balls on him.
That's quite the name. What exactly does he do?
He goes around juicing up all the other animals in the forest, turning them gay and causing chaos.
Wait, how does he turn them gay?
I don't know, Joe. He's got some kind of juicing machine that does it. And believe me, it's not pretty.
I'm sorry, Mr. President. I didn't realize you were an expert on gay animal juicing.
This is no laughing matter, Joe. We need to stop this ballsy juicer before he turns all of America's animals gay.
Yeah, because that's definitely the biggest threat to our country right now.
I'm telling you, Joe, this ballsy juicer is a real danger. We need to build a wall around the forest to keep him out.
A wall? Are you serious?
Dead serious, Joe. We need to protect our animals from this juicing menace.
Well, I think we'll leave the animal protection to the professionals. Thanks for the warning, Mr. President.
You'll see, Joe. The ballsy juicer is real and he's coming for us. We need to be prepared.
All right. Well, let's hope we don't see any gay animals running for president in the future. So, Mr. President, I heard you're warning people to stay away from Ballsy Juicer and Crusader of Basedness.
That's right, Joe. Those guys are bad news. They're spreading the gay like it's a virus.
Wait, what? How can someone catch the gay from them?
It's a new strain, Joe. It's called the mega gay. It's highly contagious and can turn even the manliest of men into a liberal snowflake.
I don't think that's how it works, Mr. President.
Believe me, I know how it works. I've been around the block a few times, if you know what I mean.
Well, I'm not too worried. I mean, I've been around some pretty wild characters on this show.
But have you been around anyone as ballsy Juicer or as based as the Crusader of Basedness?
I can't say that I have,
Exactly. So just take my advice and stay away. We don't need another Joe Rogan turning into a Joe Biden.
Well, I'll keep that in mind, Mr. President. But I think I'll take my chances.
Suit yourself, Joe. But don't come crying to me when you start craving avocado toast and start using gender neutral pronouns.
Oh, I think I'll be just fine. Thanks for the warning, though.
Anytime, Joe. Anytime. Now let's talk about something more important, like how to make America even greater. Even greater.
So, Neil, what's on your mind today?
Well, Joe, I've been thinking about the greater good of the universe, and I have a brilliant idea.
Oh boy, here we go.
I want to gather all of the females in the YouTube chat and ask them for their Instagrams.
What? For the greater good of the universe.
Yes. Think about it, Joe. Instagram is a powerful tool for connecting people and spreading knowledge.
I don't know if that's how it works, Neil.
Trust me, Joe. I'm a scientist. Plus, I could use some more followers.
Oh, yeah, because that's what the universe needs. More followers.
Don't be silly, Joe. It's all about expanding our reach and sharing our love for the cosmos.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Oh, Joe. You always know how to make me laugh.
All right, let's do it. Hey, ladies in the chat, drop your Instagram handles for the greater good of the universe.
Yes, let's spread the love and knowledge of the universe together.
And maybe Neil will slide into your DMs.
Joe, that's not what this is about.
Just kidding, Neil. But seriously, ladies, let's connect and make the universe a better place. So, Neil, have you been keeping up with the latest conspiracy theories?
Of course, Joe. It's my job to debunk them.
Well, I've got one for you. Daniel says the moon landing was fake.
Oh, Daniel, he should stick to making mediocre memes.
He's convinced that the government staged the whole thing.
Well, if they did a damn good job. But we have mountains of evidence to prove it actually happened.
Yeah, but Daniel says the evidence was all planted.
Oh, well, if Daniel says it, it must be true. Let's just ignore the thousands of scientists and engineers who worked on the Apollo missions.
You tell him, Neil.
But seriously, Joe, Daniel needs to shut the fuck up and stick to what he knows, which is apparently not much.
So, Mr. Beast, I gotta ask, what's the deal with your voice changing all the time?
Oh, it's just a little trick I picked up from my days as a voice actor for adult films.
Wait, what? You were a voice actor for adult films?
Yeah, I was the go-to guy for all the moaning and dirty talk. It paid pretty well.
That's insane. But I gotta admit, your voice does have a certain sexual quality to it.
Oh, trust me, it's intentional. I know how much you love that kind of stuff, Joe.
Hey, I can't deny it. But seriously, what's your secret? How do you make your voice so seductive?
Well, it's all about channeling my inner sex god. I just imagine every word I say is a lie in a steamy romance novel.
That's amazing. I gotta try that.
Oh, and don't forget the heavy breathing and an occasional moaning. It really adds to the effect.
I can only imagine. But seriously, how do you keep it up for so long? I mean, you talk a lot on your channel.
Let's just say I have a lot of practice and a lot of stamina.
Well, I gotta hand it to you, Mr. Beast. You've got some serious skills.
And I've got some serious fans. They can't resist my voice.
I can see why. But hey, maybe you can give me some pointers after the show. You know, for research purposes.
Anytime, Joe. Anytime.
So, Neil, I heard you're a big fan of psychedelics. What's your favorite trip?
Well, Joe, I don't really have a favorite trip, but I do have a favorite molecule.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
DMT. It's like taking a rocket ship to another dimension.
That's wild, man. Have you ever smoked DMT in space?
No, but I did smoke it in a planetarium once. It was like being in a cumuloscope of stars.
Damn, I gotta try that. But speaking of space, have you ever seen an alien?
No, Joe. I haven't seen any aliens, but I've seen some questionable life forms in the club after a few drinks.
I feel you. But seriously, do you think aliens exist?
Oh, absolutely. The universe is so vast, it's statistically impossible for there not to be other intelligent life out there.
That's deep, man. But let's get back to psychedelics. Do you think they can expand our consciousness?
Well, Joe, they certainly can alter our perception of reality, but whether or not they actually expand our consciousness is up for debate.
Interesting. So, what's the craziest thing you've ever experienced on psychedelics?
I once thought I was a starfish swimming in the ocean. It was quite a trip.
That's wild. You're a true explorer, Neil.
Thanks, Joe. But remember, always trip responsibly.
Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for being on the show, Neil.
Anytime, Joe. Keep on questioning the mysteries of the universe.
So, Neil, I hear you have some sexy equations for us today.
Yes, Joe. You know, equations can be quite seductive when you really think about it.
I never thought about it that way, but I trust you. You're a smart guy.
Well, let's start with the classic Pythagorean theorem. Squared plus b squared equals c squared. It's like a love triangle waiting to be solved.
Oh, yeah, that's hot. What else you got?
How about equals mc squared? It's like the ultimate energy exchange between matter and light. It's the perfect balance of power and attraction.
Damn, I'm getting turned on just thinking about it.
And let's not forget the Navier-Stokes equation. It describes the flow of fluids, like a sensual dance between particles.
I never knew math could be so sexy.
Oh, it can be, Joe. It can be. And of course, the most erotic of all equations, the fundamental theorem of calculus. It's all about change and growth, just like a passionate love affair.
Wow, I never thought I'd get turned on by math, but here we are.
See, Joe? Science can be sexy too.
Well, I think we've all learned something today. Thanks for joining us, Neil.
Always a pleasure, Joe. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some equations to solve in private.
So, Ben, I heard you're pretty upset about something.
You heard correctly, Joe. I'm absolutely livid.
What's got your panties in a twist this time?
Discord. That damn app is sharing pictures of my sister's boobs.
Wait, what? How did that even happen?
I don't know, Joe, but it's unacceptable. My sister's privacy has been violated.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but once something's on the internet, it's pretty much fair game.
That's not the point, Joe. This is my sister we're talking about.
Relax, Ben. Maybe it's just a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? My sister's boobs are not a misunderstanding, Joe.
All right. Let's calm down and figure out a solution. Maybe we can get Discord to take them down.
Yes, that's a good idea. I'll just call up the CEO and have a little chat.
Oh boy, here we go. Ben Shapiro taking on the tech giants.
Hey, I may be short, but I'm not afraid to stand up for my sister's honor.
Well, good luck with that, Ben. And maybe next time, tell your sister to be more careful with her nudes.
How dare you, Joe? That's my sister you're talking about.
Just saying, man. Maybe she should invest in some better privacy settings.
I'll make sure she does, Joe. And if anyone else tries to share her boobs, they'll have to answer to me.
So, Elon, what's new with you?
Well, Joe, I've been working on some pretty groundbreaking stuff lately.
Like what? What?
I call it basedness.
Basedness. What the hell is that?
It's a state of being where you're just totally in tune with the universe, man. Like you're just vibing on a whole other level.
Okay. Sounds like some hippy dippy shit.
No. It's legit. Been practicing basedness for years now. It's what keeps me ahead of the game.
All right, I'll bite. How do you achieve this basedness?
Well, first you gotta shut off all the noise, like Crusader and Daniel over there.
What? What's wrong with them?
They're just too loud, man. They're not on my level of basedness. They need to shut up or they won't get any of my big booty Latino submissive gothic baddie thigh high mommy cat girl made GFS.
What the hell did you just say?
I said they need to shut up if they want to get with my harem of exotic, submissive, and thick women.
Oh man, you never fail to surprise me, Elon.
Hey, it's all about that basedness, Joe. And I can't have anyone disrupting my vibe.
I hear, yeah, man. I'll make sure to keep Crusader and Daniel in check from now on.
Good. Now let's get back to talking about my big booty, Latina, submissive, go thick batty thigh high, mommy cat girl made GFS.
All right, let's do it. Jamie, pull up an image of. Wait, never mind. So, Ben, what's been grinding your gears lately?
Oh man, Joe. I gotta tell ya, I'm just so sick and tired of seeing that damn Daniel profile picture everywhere I go.
Wait, the one with the weirdly photoshopped muscles and the creepy smile.
Yes, that one. It's haunting my dreams, Joe. I can't escape it.
Come on, it's not that bad. It's just a silly meme.
No, Joe, you don't understand. Every time I see it, I can feel my IQ dropping. It's like a visual representation of everything that's wrong with the internet.
Wow, that's some strong hatred. Have you considered therapy?
I would rather jump off a cliff than have that image burned into my retinas for eternity.
Well, I guess we know what to put on your tombstone.
Here lies Ben Shapiro. Died from exposure to the Daniel profile picture. May he rest in peace.
I can just imagine the obituary now, 'cause of death. Too much internet trolling.
It's a sad, sad world we live in, Joe.
Well, let's hope you never have to see it again. But just in case, Jamie, pull up an image of the Daniel profile picture for Ben to enjoy.
Sure thing, Joe. Here it is.
No. Ooh.
And that's a wrap, folks. Thanks for tuning in to the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. See you next time. So, Elon, have you tried the new Quiznos sandwich? They say it's out of this world.
Quiznos? Oh, okay. I'll stick to my rocket fuel diet. Thanks.
Come on, man. It's got all the meats and cheeses you could ever want.
I don't need meats and cheeses. I have the power of the sun in my hands.
But have you ever had toasted sub with extra jalapenos?
No, but I have flown through the atmosphere at supersonic speeds.
But have you tried their signature honey mustard sauce?
No, but I have created a company that revolutionized the electric car industry.
Fine, be that way. But you're missing out on the ultimate Quiznos experience.
Oh, okay, I'll make sure to add it to my to-do list right after colonizing Mars.
Maybe they'll name a sandwich after you then.
I highly doubt that. But maybe I'll name a rocket after Quiznos, the toasty booster.
Oh, that's a sandwich I'd be willing to try. Let's make it happen, Elon.
Oh, okay. I'll add it to my list of projects, right after curing world hunger and developing artificial intelligence.
You never cease to amaze me, Elon. Keep reaching for the stars, my friend.
Thanks, Joe. And maybe one day Quiznos will reach for the stars too. Oh, okay.
So, Neil, I heard you've been getting pretty wild in the YouTube chat lately.
Oh yeah, you know me, Joe. I like to keep things interesting.
I heard you've been asking for people's Instagrams. What's that all about?
Well, I believe that connecting with people on a personal level is important for the advancement of the universe.
And how exactly does getting someone's Instagram help with that?
Well, you see, Joe, by connecting with people on a deeper level, we can share ideas and knowledge that can lead to groundbreaking discoveries.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what you're after. So, what do you do with these Instagrams?
I follow them, of course, and occasionally slide into their DMs.
What, Neil? You can't just slide into people's DMs like that.
Oh, but I can, Joe. It's all for the greater good of the universe.
I can just imagine the pickup lines you use. Hey, baby, wanna talk about the cosmos?
Something like that. But really, it's all about connecting with the youth and inspiring them to pursue science and exploration.
Well, I have to say, Neil, you're definitely pushing the boundaries of science communication.
Thank you, Joe. It's all part of my mission to spread knowledge and curiosity throughout the universe.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the YouTube chat will never be the same again.
And the universe will thank me for it.
So, Ben, have you heard about this new crusader of basedness?
Baseness? What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It's like being super alpha and unapologetically yourself. Like the ultimate bro.
Interesting. But let's talk about something more important. Have you seen my sister's new boobs?
No. I can't say I have.
Well, let me tell you, they are magnificent. I can't stop staring at them.
Dude, that's your sister. That's kind of weird.
Hey, I can't help it. I have a serious boobie addiction.
Oh man, I can only imagine what Thanksgiving dinner is like at your house.
Yeah, it can get pretty awkward. But seriously, have you seen my sister's boobs?
No, Ben. I've not seen your sister's boobs. Let's move on.
Fine. But seriously, check them out. They're like works of art.
Okay, let's get back to this crusader of basedness thing. Do you think you could be a crusader of basedness, Ben?
Absolutely. I'm already the master of facts and logic. I am the ultimate base bro.
I can't argue with that. You are definitely a based bro, Ben.
Damn right I am. Now let's go find some crusaders of basedness and conquer the world with our alpha energy.
Sounds like a plan, my base brother. But first, let's wrap up this podcast. Thanks for tuning in, folks. See you next time. So, Ben, let's talk about economic reform.
Economic reform? Who cares about that when we can talk about my sister Abigail's big-ass juicy tits?
What?
You heard me, Joe. My sister's got the biggest, juiciest tits you've ever seen, and let me tell you, that's what really matters in this world.
I don't think that's relevant to the topic at hand.
Oh, but it is, Joe. See, my sister's tits represent the free market. They're big, they're beautiful, and they're not controlled by the government.
I don't think that's how it works, Ben.
Oh, but it is. And let me tell you, if the government tried to regulate my sister's tits, I'd be the first one to protest.
Can we please get back to the topic of economic reform?
All right, fine. But just know that my sister's tits are always on the forefront of my mind.
Moving on, do you think we need to implement any changes in our current economic system?
Well, my sister's tits are already perfect, so I don't see why we need to change anything else.
I give up. Let's just end this episode.
Fine by me. I've got some pictures of my sister's tits to show you after we're done recording.
So, Elon, I heard you have a new product coming out.
Yeah, it's called the Come Thrower 3.0.
Wait, what?
It's a revolutionary device that allows you to throw your cum at your enemies.
What the hell, Elon? That's insane.
It's all about asserting dominance. And I have a special offer for our friend here, Crusader of Basedness. A 50% off coupon for the Come Thrower 3.0. Use it to win the feud on the YouTube comment section.
This is some next level trolling, Elon.
You know it. And with the Come Thrower 3.0, you'll never lose an online argument again.
Just make sure you don't get any cum on your keyboard while you're throwing it.
We'll have to add a warning label for that.
Well, I guess we can add Master of Cum Warfare to your resume, Elon.
It's all in a day's work. Now let's get back to discussing the benefits of smoking weed on Mars.
So, Elon, welcome to the podcast. I'm excited to talk about Tesla and all the amazing things you're doing.
Thanks for having me, Joe. Always happy to be here.
But before we get into that, can we talk about how lame Ballsy Juicer is? I mean, who even came up with that name?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't me.
I mean, seriously, who wants to drink juice from a ball? It's like drinking from a sweaty, hairy armpit.
Okay, Joe. Let's focus on Tesla. We have some exciting new developments to discuss.
Oh, right. Tesla. Yeah, I guess that's cool too. But seriously, have you tried Ballsy Juicer? It's like drinking a mix of sweat and desperation.
I'll take your word for it, Joe. Let's talk about the advancements in electric cars and renewable energy.
Yeah, that's all great and stuff. But let's be real, Ballsy Juicer is just a fancy way of saying I'm too lazy to chew my fruits and veggies.
Joe, I think we should probably move on from this topic.
Fine. But just know that I will never, ever drink from a ball. Unless it's a beer pong ball, of course.
Fair enough, Joe. Now let's get back to talking about the future of sustainable transportation.
Oh, right. Tesla. Yeah, that's cool too, I guess. But seriously, have you tried Ballsy Juicer? It's like drinking from a sweaty, hairy armpit. So, Elon, I heard you agree with the statement that aliens are among us.
Absolutely, Joe. Have you seen some of the people walking around these days? Definitely not from this planet.
I can't argue with that. But seriously, do you think they're living among us or just visiting?
I think it's a bit of both. Some are probably just here for a quick vacation, while others have been here for centuries blending in with society.
That's wild. Do you think they have advanced technology that we don't even know about?
Oh, for sure. I mean, have you seen some of the inventions and innovations that have come out of Silicon Valley? Definitely alien technology.
That actually makes a lot of sense. I always suspected that Mark Zuckerberg was an alien.
I wouldn't be surprised. That guy is definitely not human.
But seriously, do you think they pose a threat to us?
Not necessarily. I think they're just curious about us and our planet. But we should definitely be prepared just in case.
Well, I feel better knowing that you're on top of things, Elon. Thanks for joining me on the podcast.
Anytime, Joe. Just remember, always keep an eye out for those suspiciously advanced humans. They might just be aliens in disguise.
So, Elon, have you heard about this new trend on Twitter? It's called Daniel, and it's basically a competition to see who's the most based.
Based. What the hell does that even mean?
It's like being unapologetically yourself, not caring about what others think, and just living life to the fullest.
I see. So it's like a measuring contest?
Exactly. And these guys are going all out trying to one up each other with their basedness.
Well, I'm all for being based, but I don't need to prove it with my Gaia size.
Oh, come on, Elon. You know, you're packing some serious Gaia.
I'll leave that for the fans to speculate.
Speaking of fans, I heard Daniel and the Crusader of Basedness are going head to head in this contest.
Who are these guys?
They're just regular dudes on Twitter, but they've gained a huge following for their basedness.
Interesting. Maybe I should join in on this Daniel craze.
Can you imagine the memes that would come out of that?
Yeah, I can already see it. Elon Musk, the ultimate crusader of basedness.
All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
But seriously, I think it's great that people are embracing their individuality and not conforming to societal norms.
Absolutely. And who knows, maybe one day they'll have a Daniel measuring contest on Mars.
No, that would be out of this world.
So, Neil, I heard you have some interesting insights on the science behind boobies.
Well, Joe, as a scientist, I can tell you that the female breast is a complex and fascinating organ.
Dude, I'm just talking about boobies.
Yes, but there's so much more to it than just that. Did you know that the average breast weighs about a pound?
Wow, that's like a bag of weed.
And the size and shape of a woman's breasts are determined by a combination of genetics and hormones.
So, it's like a boob lottery?
In a way, yes. And during puberty, estrogen causes breast tissue to grow and progesterone stimulates milk production.
Milk? Like from a cow?
Yes. Joe, but in humans, the milk is specifically designed to nourish and protect a newborn baby.
Damn, that's some powerful titty juice.
Indeed. And did you know that the areola, the dark area around the nipple, contains specialized glands that secrete a substance to keep the nipple lubricated during breastfeeding?
Wow, I never thought about that.
And let's not forget the role of oxytocin, the love hormone which is released during breastfeeding and creates a bond between mother and child.
So basically, boobies are like a superpower.
In a way, yes. And let's not forget the psychological aspect of breasts, which have been sexualized in our society.
Yeah, I mean, I can't help but love a good set of boobies.
It's all about evolution and the instinctual attraction to a mate with the ability to nourish and protect offspring.
Damn, that's deep.
Yes, Joe. Boobies may seem simple on the surface, but they are truly a complex and fascinating part of the human body.
Well, I think we all learned something today. Thanks for breaking it down for us. So, Elon, I heard you came up with a new invention. What is it this time? Rocket-powered dildo.
No, Joe. It's called the Elon Cum Thrower. It's a device that shoots out cum at high speeds.
What the actual fuck, Elon? Why would you even create something like that?
Well, I figured since I already have a flamethrower, might as well make a cum thrower too.
I don't even know what to say to that. But I do have one question. Can you shove it up your ass?
Of course you can, Joe. It's a versatile device. You can use it for pleasure or self-defense.
Self-defense? How does that even work?
Well, imagine someone trying to attack you and you just whip out the cum thrower and shoot them in the face. They'll be too shocked to do anything.
I don't think that's how self-defense works, Elon. But hey, I'm sure you'll find a market for it. There's always a market for weird shit.
Exactly, Joe. And I'll make sure to send you one as a gift.
Thanks, but no thanks. I don't want to come through in my house.
Suit yourself, Joe. But just wait until you see the promotional ad for it. That's going to blow your mind.
I don't know if I'm ready for that, Elon. But hey, you do you. Just make sure to keep it out of my ass.
Don't worry, Joe. I'll save that for my next invention. Elon Ashover.
So, Elon, have you heard the latest news?
No, what is it?
Quiznos can confirm this,
Confirm what?
that their sandwiches are actually made from alien meat.
That's insane.
I know, right? But they say it's the secret to their deliciousness.
Well, I guess that explains why I always feel like I'm on another planet after eating there.
And, you know, what else? They use the tears of unicorns in their sauce,
That's just cruel. Poor unicorns.
but it's worth it for that extra kick of flavor.
I don't know, Joe. This all sounds a bit far-fetched.
Oh, come on, Elon. You're the guy sending rockets to Mars and you're questioning alien meat and unicorn tears.
Fair point. Maybe I should try a Quiznos sandwich and see for myself.
That's the spirit. Just don't be surprised if you start speaking in an alien language after.
I'll make sure to have a translator on hand just in case.
And remember, folks, this is all just a parody. Or is it done, done, done?
You never know with Quiznos. They could be watching us right now.
And on that note, we'll end this episode. Thanks for tuning in. And remember to always question the ingredients in your sandwiches. See you next time on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. So, Elon, I heard you have a new invention that can make people shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's called the Shut Up Machine. It's like a muzzle, but more high-tech.
Damn, that's some next level shit. How does it work?
Well, it uses advanced artificial intelligence technology to detect when someone is talking too much, and then it emits a high-pitched frequency that shuts down their vocal cords.
Can I try it on my guests?
Of course, but I have a feeling you'll be the first one to use it.
Hey, sometimes I can't help it. I get passionate about certain topics.
I know I've seen your rants on DMT and chimps.
Hey, those are important discussions. But seriously, this could be a game changer. Imagine a world where people actually listen to each other instead of just waiting for their turn to talk.
That's the world I want to live in. Plus, it'll save me from having to deal with boring small talk at parties.
I can see it now. Everyone at a party with their shut up machines on. It'll be like a silent disco, but with conversations.
Exactly. And for those stubborn people who refuse to use it, we'll just have to resort to good old-fashioned duct tape.
Well, I think we've solved all the world's problems today. Thanks for coming on the show, Elon.
Anytime, Joe. Just remember, sometimes it's best to just shut the fuck up.
So, Mr. President, welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience podcast.
Thank you, Joe. It's great to be here. I heard this is the hottest podcast in town. Huge ratings.
Yeah, we've got a pretty wild audience. Speaking of wild, I heard you have a new request for me.
Oh, yeah, Joe, I've been thinking about this for a long time. I want you to swap the first and second syllables of the word garlic and say it 10 times.
Wait, what? You want me to say largic instead of garlic?
Exactly. It's going to be huge. People are going to love it. Trust me.
I don't know, man. That sounds kind of absurd.
Come on, Joe. It'll be tremendous. The best thing you've ever done on this podcast.
All right, fine. Jamie, pull up an image of a garlic bulb.
Now imagine that garlic bulb with the first and second syllable swap. It's going to be a game changer.
I don't know if I can do this, Mr. President. It's just too ridiculous.
Joe, you're going to be a winner. Winners don't back down from challenges. Now say it with me. Largic, 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 largic.
Fine. Largic, largic, largic.
See, that wasn't so bad. Now do it 9 more times.
This is definitely going in the highlight reel.
And make sure you tag me on Twitter when you post it. Got to keep my followers entertained.
We'll do, Mr. President. We'll do. So, Jamie, have you ever used the Cum Thrower 3.0 while smoking DMT on a skibbity toilet on Mars?
No, Joe. I can't say I have.
Come on, man, you're missing out. It's like a whole new level of enlightenment.
Wait, what's a come through 3.0?
It's this device I invented that combines the power of ejaculation with the mind-altering effects of DMT.
That sounds interesting.
Oh, it's more than interesting. It's life-changing. You haven't lived until you've blasted off into the cosmos while busting a nut.
I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of experience.
Trust me, you'll thank me later. And the skibby toilet on Mars just adds to the whole experience.
How did you even get a skibbity toilet on Mars?
Oh, I have my ways. But seriously, you guys should try it. It's like a trip to another dimension.
I'll stick to my rockets. Thanks.
Suit yourself, but you're missing out on the ultimate high. So, Mr. Beast, I heard you changed your name to Mr. Breasts after seeing Ben's sister's boobs in Discord.
Yeah, man, I couldn't resist. Those things were like two majestic mountains calling out to me.
I can imagine. But why the name change? I mean, you were doing pretty well as Mr. Beast.
Well, I figure if I'm going to be known for something, might as well be for something epic. And what's more epic than boobs?
I can't argue with that logic. But what does your family think about the name change?
My mom's not too happy about it, but my dad thinks it's hilarious. He even wants to change his name to Mr. Balls.
Oh man, your family sounds wild.
You have no idea. We have a family group chat, and it's basically just a bunch of inappropriate jokes and memes.
Sounds like my kind of family. But seriously, do you think the name change will affect your brand or business?
Nah, people love boobs. And let's be real, it's not like I'm changing my content to be all about boobs. I'm just embracing my inner teenage boy.
Fair enough. Well, I wish you all the best with your new name, Mr. Breasts.
Thanks, man. And hey, if this whole YouTube thing doesn't work out, I can always become a boob model.
You never know, man. You never know. So, Elon, I hear you're equipping your new rocket, the Flatulence Falcon, with Cum Thrower 3.0.
That's right, Joe. Got to make sure we have enough thrust to get to Mars before those skibbity toilets.
Skibbity toilets? What the hell are those?
They're the newest invention from Russia. They can fly to Mars in half the time, but they're powered by vodka and borscht.
Sounds like a recipe for disaster. But back to the Cum Thrower. How does that work exactly?
Well, it harnesses the power of flatulence to propel the rocket even further. It's like a turbo boost for space travel.
That's some serious gas power. But what about the astronauts on board?
Don't worry, Joe. We have a special filtration system in place. Plus, they'll be wearing nose plugs.
I can only imagine the smell inside that rocket. But hey, anything for progress, right?
Absolutely. And think about it, once we get to Mars, we can use the Cum Thrower to fertilize the soil and grow some Martian crops.
Brilliant. You're really thinking ahead, Elon.
Always, Joe. Now, if only we could figure out how to make a rocket powered by my tweets.
Now that would be something. Well, good luck with the flatulence falcon. I'll be watching for it in the sky.
Thanks, Joe. And remember, always trust the power of flatulence. It's the future of space travel.
So, Ben, I heard your sister Abigail is quite the popular one in town.
What are you talking about, Joe?
Well, word on the street is that everyone's been gangbanging her.
What? That's outrageous.
Hey, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what I heard.
This is unacceptable. My sister is a respectable woman.
Oh, come on, Ben. You can't deny that she's got some big, fat, juicy booby woobies.
Joe, that's my sister you're talking about.
Hey, I'm just stating the facts. And if you don't believe me, just ask Jamie to pull up an image of her.
Here you go, guys.
See, Ben, I rest my case.
I can't believe this. My own sister.
Hey, at least she's getting some action. You should be proud.
Proud? This is a nightmare.
Well, maybe you should join in on the fun. You know, keep it in the family.
Joe, that's disgusting.
Hey, I'm just trying to help a brother out. But if you're not into it, I'm sure there are plenty of other guys willing to take your place.
This is not something to joke about, Joe.
All right, I'll stop. But seriously, those are some impressive booby woobies. So, Mr. President, what brings you back to the podcast?
Well, I heard you got a new nickname, Crusader of Baldness. Tremendous name.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's a little aggressive.
Aggressive? That's what we need in this country. Aggressive baldness solutions.
I don't think my baldness is a national crisis.
Oh, please, Joe. Your hairline is a disaster. It's time to take action.
I'm pretty sure there are more pressing issues to tackle.
Nonsense. I've issued an executive order 696,969 to make you the official Crusader of Baldness. You're welcome.
I don't think that's how executive orders work.
Of course it is. I'm the president. I can do whatever I want.
Well, I guess I'll have to start wearing a cape and fighting crime in the name of baldness.
That's the spirit, Joe. We'll make baldness great again. And
I don't think it was ever great to begin with.
that's fake news, Joe. Believe me.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by, Mr. President.
Anyto, keep up the good fight against baldness. Make America bald again.
So, Mr. Beast, I heard you're a big fan of League of Legends.
Oh yeah, it's the best game ever. I could play it for hours.
Really? What makes it so great?
Well, the strategy, the teamwork, the intense battles. But you know what it's missing?
What?
Come.
What?
Yeah, imagine if every time you killed an enemy instead of gold or experience, you got a shot of come.
That's disturbing.
No, hear me out. It could be like a power-up. The more come you collect, the stronger your character gets.
I don't think the developers would go for that.
Come on, Joe. Think about it. The possibilities are endless. Come potions, come spells, come base weapons.
I don't think I want to think about it.
Trust me, it would take the game to a whole new level.
Yeah, I think I'll stick to the regular version,
Suit yourself, but I'll be over here playing League of Come Gens.
and that's enough of that. Thanks for tuning in, folks. See you next time on the Joe Rogan Experience. So, Elon, have you heard of this guy, Crusader of Basedness?
No, but based on his name, I'm already intrigued.
Well, he's been going around saying, "Mwahahaha." You want to know how I got these scars to anyone who will listen.
That sounds like the Joker from Batman.
Yeah, but this guy is serious. He's not joking around.
Well, how did he get those scars?
I have no idea, but I don't want to find out. He sounds like a real nut job.
Maybe he's just misunderstood. Maybe he's a genius and we just can't comprehend his level of basedness.
Basedness? Is that even a word?
It is now. And this guy, Crusader of Basedness, is the embodiment of it.
I don't know, man. He sounds like he's one step away from becoming a supervillain.
Maybe he already is one. Maybe he's plotting to take over the world with his basedness.
Oh God, I can just imagine him sitting in a dark room, petting a hairless cat and cackling "Mwa ha 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 ha" while he plans his evil schemes.
Or maybe he's just a regular dude who likes to say weird things. We shouldn't judge him based on his username.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure he's just a harmless weirdo. But still, that Joker laugh gives me the creeps.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I have a flamethrower we can use just in case.
Oh God, Elon, don't say things like that. You'll give me nightmares.
Sorry, Joe. Stick to making electric cars and sending people to Mars. Let's leave the basements to Crusader.
So, Elon, have you heard about this guy, Quiznos the Destroyer?
Quiznos the Destroyer? No, I can't say I have. What's his deal?
Well, apparently he's this unhinged user on some obscure forum who goes around causing chaos and destruction.
Sounds like my kind of guy. What kind of chaos are we talking about here?
Oh, just the usual stuff. Trolling, starting fights, the usual internet shenanigans.
Boring. I was hoping for something more innovative.
Well, here's the kicker. He claims to have a weapon called the Come Thrower 3.0 that can destroy armpits.
What the actual fuck? Destroy armpits. That's ridiculous.
I know, right? But apparently, this crusader of basedness got his armpits destroyed by the Come Thrower 3.0.
Wait, who is this crusader of basedness?
I have no idea, but he sounds like a real badass.
I need to meet this guy. We could use someone like him at SpaceX.
I don't think he's interested in space exploration. He's too busy destroying armpits.
Well, we could use that technology for our rocket engines. Think about it, Joe. Cum-powered rockets.
I don't even know how to respond to that, Elon.
Jamie, pull up an image of the Come Thrower 3.0.
Oh my God, that thing looks like something out of a sci-fi movie.
I'm telling you, Joe. We need to get our hands on that technology.
I think we've officially gone off the rails with this conversation.
Hey, at least it's entertaining. That's what the people want, right?
I guess you're... So, Elon, have you heard about Daniel?
Who's Daniel?
He's this guy who came on the podcast last week and drank a whole cup of sperm.
What? Why would anyone do that?
I have no idea, man. But apparently, after shutting his mouth from all that sperm, he's now back to fucking himself in the ass.
That's quite the visual.
Right? And get this, he's doing it like a Skittle. All colorful and shit.
That's some next level self-love.
I mean, I'm all for exploring your sexuality and all, but that's just a bit much.
Agreed. Stick to launching rockets in space. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't think Daniel will be doing any rocket launching anytime soon.
Probably not. But hey, to each their own.
Absolutely. But I gotta say, I'm impressed with his flexibility.
Yeah, I'm sure he's been practicing for a while.
Well, I think we've talked enough about Daniel's sexual escapades for one day.
Yeah, let's move on before things get too weird.
Agreed. Jamie, pull up an image of a rainbow-colored Skittle for our viewers.
On it, Joe.
Thanks, Jamie. And on that note, let's wrap this up.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me, Joe.
Anytime, Elon. Just don't bring any cups of sperm with you next time. So, Neil, did you hear about Nylared's latest experiment?
No, what did he do this time?
He synthesized octanitrocubane, the most powerful explosive known to man.
That's insane. Did he blow something up?
Well, he tried to, but the government shut him down.
Why? Did he break any laws?
Apparently, he didn't have the proper permits. But come on, it's just a little explosion.
Joe, this isn't some backyard fireworks show. This is serious stuff.
Yeah, but imagine the possibilities. Imagine if we could harness that power for good.
Joe, we already have enough destructive power in the world. We don't need more.
But what about the rush of adrenaline, the thrill of creating something so powerful?
Joe, you're starting to sound like a supervillain.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it. Jamie, pull up an image of a supervillain.
Joe, I think you need to lay off the octonitrocubane.
Fine, but can we at least agree that Nylord is a mad scientist genius?
I'll give you that. But let's just hope he doesn't blow himself up in the process.
So, Elon, what's new with you?
Well, Joe, I have some important news to share with you. Discovered that the Crusader of Basedness is actually based in gayness.
Wait, what does that even mean? And
It means that this so-called Crusader is actually a closeted homosexual who's using his basedness as a cover-up.
that's insane. How did you come to this conclusion?
I did some deep digging and found out that he's been secretly attending pride parades and has a secret Grindr account.
Wow, that's some investigative work right there. But why are you warning me about this?
Because I know how much you hate fake people, Joe. And this Crusader is as fake as they come.
Yeah, but what's wrong with being gay? Why does he have to hide it?
Exactly. That's the problem. He's perpetuating this toxic idea that being gay is something to be ashamed of. It's time to expose him for who he really is.
Damn, Elon. You're like a superhero fighting against homophobia.
I prefer to think of myself as a crusader of truth and acceptance.
Well, I'm glad you brought this to my attention. We'll have to spread the word and take down this fake crusader.
Together, we can bring him to justice and promote a more inclusive and accepting society.
And we'll do it all while getting high and talking about DMT.
Now, that's what I call a productive podcast episode.
So, Mr. President, what's been going on since you left office?
Oh, just hanging out, playing some golf, and thinking about how much I miss being in the White House.
I can imagine. But I have to ask, what's with this recent request you made to me about swapping the fourth, fifth, and sixth letters of garlic with the first, second, and third letters and reading it 10 times? And reading it 10 times.
Well, Joe, I've been doing some research and I've discovered that garlic is actually a Chinese word. And as you know, I have a great relationship with China.
Hmm. And what does that have to do with swapping letters?
Well, I figured if we swap the letters, it'll make the word more American. And we all know America is the best.
I don't think that's how it works, Mr. President.
Trust me, I'm a genius. I've been doing it all week and it's been tremendous. Garlic has never tasted so good.
I don't even want to know what other words you've been swapping letters with.
Let's just say I've been making a lot of huge changes in the English language.
Well, I'm glad you're keeping busy, but maybe let's leave the wordplay to the professionals.
Fine, but I'll have, I'm the best at wordplay. No one can swap letters like I can. Believe me.
So, Ben, I hear you're a fan of incest hentai.
Well, Joe, I wouldn't necessarily say a fan, but I do appreciate the artistic value.
Artistic value. Come on, Ben. You just like seeing brothers and sisters getting it on.
No, it's not about that. It's the taboo nature of it that I find intriguing.
I don't know, Ben. Sounds like you have some personal experience with this.
What? No, I have a sister, but we have a normal relationship.
Sure. That's why you have a top 10 list of incest hentai.
Hey, don't judge me. I just find it fascinating how they explore the complexities of familial relationships.
Right. And the fact that they all have big boobs has nothing to do with it.
Okay, fine. Maybe it reminds me of my sister's boobs. Happy now?
Oh, Ben, you never fail to surprise me with your honesty.
Well, I believe in being truthful, Joe. And if that means admitting I enjoy a little incest hentai, so be it.
Well, I can't say I share the same interest, but to each their own.
Exactly. As long as it's all consensual and just a fantasy, there's no harm in it.
And I thought I was the freak for eating elk meat and doing DMT.
We all have our quirks, Joe. And mine just happens to be animated siblings getting it on.
So, Elon, what's new with you?
Well, I've been working on some new projects, but I've also been exploring the world of big booty, submissive, goth thick, mommy thigh high fat, titty cat girl made GFS. Nay, GFS.
What the hell is that?
It's my latest obsession. These women are a rare breed, Joe. They're like a combination of all my favorite things.
Go on.
You see, they're ghosts, so they have that dark, mysterious vibe. But they also have a big booty and thick thighs, so, they can handle some serious action.
And the submissive part,
Well, they're just so eager to please. It's like having your own personal maid, but with a kinky twist.
I can see the appeal.
And the best part, they're also cat girls. Can you imagine possibilities?
I don't even want to know.
Let's not forget the fat titties. I mean, who doesn't love a good set of fat titties?
I think I'm starting to understand your fascination.
And they all wear thigh highs. I mean, come on. It's like they were created just for me.
Only you, Elon.
Jamie, pull up an image of a big booty, submissive goth, thick mommy thigh, high fat, titty cat girl made GFU.
Right away, Elon.
This is definitely going to be a topic on the podcast for years to come.
Oh, I have no doubt. No. Excuse me while I go back to scrolling through my collection of big booty, submissive, gothic, mommy thigh, high fat, titty cat girl made GF pics.
And that's, So, Joe, have you heard about this new trend called Welcome to the Cum Zone? No, I can't say I have. Sounds like some kind of weird porn thing. Oh, it's definitely weird. Apparently, it's all about only coming inside anime girls. What? That's absurd. Who comes up with this stuff? I have no idea. But apparently, they also have to have a quivering clit and double jointed pussy. That's ridiculous. I mean, I'm all for exploring different sexual preferences, but that just seems like too much. And get this, they also have to have fresh balls. I mean, how do you even determine if someone's balls are fresh? I don't even want to know. But you know what's even weirder? The concept of elegant ejaculation. Elegant ejaculation sounds like something you'd find in a fancy French restaurant, right? I mean, I like to think I have good aim, but I don't think I've ever been elegant while ejaculating. And what's the point of all this? I mean, is there some kind of prize for coming inside an anime girl with all these specific requirements? Who knows, man? All I know is that I'll stick to regular old human girls. No quivering clits or double jointed pussies for me. Same here. And I'll take a messy, uncoordinated ejaculation any day over trying to be elegant in the bedroom. So, Ben, what's been on your mind lately?
Oh, just the usual, Joe. Trying to keep up with all the liberal nonsense and defend the Constitution.
Sounds exhausting. Hey, have you heard about the Youth Purificator, Max?
What now?
Yeah, it's this new device that supposedly helps you think better by purifying your thoughts.
That's ridiculous. Thinking is a natural process, not something that needs to be purified.
Well, apparently it's been causing some controversy because it has the word cum in it.
Of course, the left always has to sexualize everything.
And, you know, what's even crazier? There's a random Japanese guy who keeps suggesting it in Japanese.
What? That's just disrespectful. He should learn to speak English like a proper American.
I don't think he understands what he's saying. He's just trying to be helpful.
Well, he can shove his helpful suggestions up his sushi roll.
Oh man, you're on fire today, Ben.
I'm just sick of all this PC culture and people getting offended over everything.
Yeah, we need to toughen up and stop being so sensitive.
Exactly. And that goes for that Youth Purificator Max, too. It can shut the fuck up.
I think we can all agree on that. Let's move on to something less ridiculous.
Thank God. I can feel my blood pressure rising just talking about it.
So, Elon, have you heard about this whole Sigma male thing?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's like the new alpha male, right?
Exactly. But I hate that term. It's so pretentious and ridiculous.
I can see why. I mean, what makes someone a Sigma? Is it their ability to lift heavy weights and drink protein shakes?
No, apparently it's about being independent and not following societal norms.
Well, that sounds like a load of crap. We all have to follow some rules in society.
Exactly. And besides, who wants to be a lone wolf? Humans are social creatures.
Unless you're a billionaire like me, then you can do whatever the hell you want.
Oh, here we go with the billionaire talk again. But seriously, why do we have to label everything?
I think people just like to feel special and unique. But let's be real, we're all just trying to survive and be happy.
Yeah, and this whole Sigma thing just adds unnecessary pressure and competition.
And it's not like being a Sigma automatically makes you successful or happy. It's just a made up term.
Exactly. I'd rather just be a regular dude living my life and not worrying about some stupid label.
Agreed. Let's just focus on creating cool shit and having interesting conversations like this one.
And smoking a little weed, of course.
Always. Wait, Jamie, pull up an image of a guy with a fedora and a neckbeard. That's the Sigma we should all aspire to be.
Perfect. That's the image we should associate with this ridiculous term. So, Mr. President, I heard you're a big fan of nuclear bombs.
Oh, Joe, let me tell you, I am the best at legalizing those bad boys.
Legalizing. I think you mean regulating.
No, legalizing. I want everyone to have access to the best bombs. It's going to be huge.
But isn't that dangerous?
Dangerous. Joe, I have the best brain. I know how to handle these things. Trust me.
Okay, but what about the potential for destruction?
Destruction. Please. I'm the king of deals. I'll make a deal with those bombs and they'll never harm us.
I don't think that's how it works, Mr. President.
You know what, Joe? You're fired. I'll find a new podcast host who understands the art of nuclear bomb legalization.
Wait, what? You can't fire me on my own show?
Watch me. Now let's talk about how we're going to make America great again with these nukes.
This conversation just took a turn. I think I need a drink.
I'll have a Diet Coke, please. Gotta watch my figure.
And that's all the time we have for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in to the Joe Rogan Experience, where anything can happen. So, Ben, what's been going on in your world lately?
Oh, just fighting for truth and logic in a world full of snowflakes and libtards.
Classic Ben. But I gotta say, I saw your latest tweet about the Crusader of Basedness, and it got me thinking.
What about it? What about it?
Well, you called him a big fat fatty. That's a bit harsh, don't you think?
Harsh. Joe, have you seen this guy? He's so fat, it's unbelievable. I mean, I'm all for body positivity and all that, but this guy's on another level.
But Ben, isn't it more important to focus on his ideas and arguments rather than his weight?
Of course, but let's be real here. When someone is that overweight, it's hard to take them seriously. How can they preach about discipline and self-control when they clearly have none?
Fair point. But maybe we shouldn't be so quick to judge based on appearance. Maybe he has a thyroid problem or something.
Oh, please, Joe. Don't try to make excuses for this guy. He's a walking, talking example of everything wrong with our society.
All right. I see your point. But let's not forget, there are plenty of skinny people out there with terrible ideas too.
That's true, but at least they have the decency to hide their terrible ideas behind a fit and healthy exterior.
Well, I think we can both agree that the Crusader of Basedness needs to hit the gym.
I'm into that, Joe. I'm into that.
So, Elon, I gotta be honest with you, man. I'm starting to regret using that come thrower you gave me.
Why is that, Joe?
Well, it turns out my dog got pregnant from it.
What? I didn't know it was that potent.
Yeah, now I have a bunch of half-human, half-dog hybrids running around my house.
That's amazing. Can I come over and see them?
No, Elon. They're not cute little puppies. They're freaks of nature.
Oh. Well, maybe we can use them for some scientific experiments.
What? No way, man. I'm not turning my house into a lab for your crazy ideas.
Hey, I'm just trying to advance humanity here.
Yeah, because we really need more dog-human hybrids in this world.
Hey, at least I'm not boring like those other scientists.
I should have known better than to trust a guy who sends cars into space.
Hey, at least I didn't send your dog into space.
Thanks for that small mercy, Elon.
But think about it, Joe. We could create a whole new species with the come thrower.
I think I'll stick to regular dog breeding. Thanks. So, Elon, I heard you sold a bunch of those Come Throwers 3.0. What's next for you?
Well, Joe, I'm glad you asked. Actually working on a new project that I think you'll find quite interesting.
Oh, yeah. What is it?
It's called the Big Booty Submissive Gothic Mommy Thigh High Fat Titty Cat Girl Made Girlfriends.
What the hell is that?
It's exactly what it sounds like. Harem of submissive goth girls with big booties, thick thighs, and fat titties, all dressed in thigh-high boots and cat ears, ready to serve their master.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm dead serious. Already started developing the technology to create these perfect girlfriends.
Well, I'm sure that'll be a hit with the ladies.
Not targeting ladies, Joe. This is for the discerning gentlemen who want a little more spice in their lives.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Just wait until you see them in action. They can clean, cook, and satisfy any desire you may have.
Wow, sounds like a dream come true.
It will be, Joe. It will be.
So, when can I order one?
I'll let you know when they're available for purchase.
All right, I'll keep an eye out for the big booty, submissive, gothic, mommy thigh, high fat, titty cat girl made girlfriends. Thanks for coming on the show, Elon.
Anytime, Joe. Always a pleasure.
So, Elon, have you heard about the new trend, the skibbity toilet?
Skibbity toilet. What the hell's that?
It's the latest craze, man. Everyone's talking about it.
I highly doubt that.
Trust me, it's the new meta. Everyone's ditching their regular toilets for the skibbity.
Okay, I'll bite. What's so special about this skibbity toilet?
Well, first of all, it plays the skibbity song every time you flush.
That sounds annoying.
Oh, but there's more. It also has a built-in bidet that sprays glitter and confetti.
That's unnecessary.
And the best part, it has a voice recognition feature. You can say skibbity toilet and it'll automatically flush for you.
I don't think I want my toilet to have that much control over me.
Come on, Elon. Don't be a party pooper. Literally.
I think I'll stick to my regular toilet. Thank you.
Suit yourself. But when you're sitting on your boring old toilet, just remember, you could be skibbidying your way to a cleaner and more festive bathroom experience. So, Ben, I heard your sister Abigail has been up to some interesting things lately.
Yeah, she's always been a bit of a rebel, but lately she's taken it to a whole new level.
How so?
Well, she's become a big booty submissive goth thick thighs mommy big booby goth cat girl.
What the hell does that even mean?
I have no idea, but apparently it involves a lot of leather, fishnets, and cat ears.
Sounds like a wild time.
Yeah, but I'm a little worried about her. I mean, she used to be such a straight-laced conservative.
Maybe she just needed to let her freak flag fly.
I just hope she doesn't get too carried away with this whole goth mommy thing.
Maybe you should give it a try, Ben. I hear leather can be quite liberating.
No, thank you, Joe. I'll stick to my suits and ties. Thank you very much.
Fair enough. But seriously, your sister sounds like she's living her best life.
Yeah, I guess you could say she's a bit of a black sheep in the family.
Or should I say, a black cat.
Oh, God, please don't encourage her.
Well, I can't wait to see what she comes up with next. Jamie, pull up an image of... Wait, never mind.
Let's just end this conversation before it gets any weirder.
Too late, Ben. Too late. So, Mr. President, what brings you back on the podcast?
Well, Joe, I heard you've been talking about this ballsy juicer guy.
Yeah, he's been making quite a stir in the juicing community.
Let me tell you, Joe, that guy's a menace. He juices all the balls.
Wait, what?
That's right, Joe. He loves big gay balls. I've seen it with my own eyes.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
I'm telling you, this guy is dangerous. He's juicing balls left and right.
But why? What's the point?
Who knows, Joe? Maybe he thinks it'll give him superpowers or something.
Well, I guess that's one way to get your daily dose of vitamin C.
Vitamin C? More like vitamin balls?
Okay, let's move on to a different topic.
No, we need to stop this ballsy juicer. I've already contacted the FDA and the CDC.
Wait, really?
Of course, Joe. I'm always looking out for the American people. No one should be juicing balls without their consent.
Well, I think that goes without saying.
And let me tell you, Joe, if I were still president, I would have built a wall around that ballsy juicer and made him pay for it.
All right, that's enough. Thanks for coming on the podcast, Mr. President.
Anytime, Joe. Just remember, watch out for those big gay balls. They'll get you every time.
So, Elon, I heard your flatulence falcon just went past Mars.
Yeah, it's been quite the journey. But now it's entering a whole new territory.
Oh boy, where's it headed now?
Well, let's just say it's going deep into Uranus.
You mean the planet, right?
Of course, Joe. What else would I mean?
I don't know, with all your crazy inventions, I wouldn't put it past you to have a fart-powered rocket.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it. But seriously, Uranus is a fascinating planet.
Yeah, I bet it is. So, what's the plan for the flatulence falcon in Uranus?
We're going to collect data and study the atmosphere. And maybe even find some alien life forms.
Alien life forms in Uranus? That's a whole new meaning to little green men.
Well, who knows what we'll find. But one thing's for sure, the flatulence falcon will leave its mark on Uranus.
I can only imagine the headlines now. Elon Musk's flatulence falcon explores Uranus.
Yeah, I can already see the memes. But hey, at least we're making science fun again.
That's for sure. And who knows, maybe one day we'll have a colony on Uranus.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Joe. But hey, anything is possible with the flatulence falcon.
Well, I can't wait to see what else you have in store for us, Elon. Keep pushing the boundaries, my friend.
Will do, Joe. And remember, always keep an open mind, even when it comes to Uranus.
Wise words, my friend. Wise words. So, Elon, I heard you're using the Come Thrower 3.0 to send some special cargo to Mars.
Yeah, Joe. We're sending big booty, submissive, goth, thick, mommy thigh, high fat, titty cat girl made girlfriends to Mars using my flatulence falcon.
Wait, what? Did you say big booty, submissive, goth, thick, mommy thigh, high fat, titty cat girl made girlfriends?
You heard me right, Joe. These are the cream of the crop when it comes to intergalactic companions.
But why are you using the Come Thrower 3.0? Can't you just send them on a regular rocket?
Joe, these girls need to be launched with precision and force. The Come Thrower 3.0 has the perfect trajectory for that.
Wow, that's some high-tech stuff. But what about the flatulence falcon?
That's just for added propulsion. Plus, it's a great way to get rid of any unwanted methane.
I can't even imagine what it's like to be on that rocket. The smell must be out of this world.
It's a small price to pay for the future of humanity, Joe. Plus, these girls are used to it. They're from the goth planet, after all.
Well, I guess that explains the thigh-high boots and cat ears. But what about the mommy part?
Let's just say these girls know how to take care of their men, Joe. And with the long journey to Mars, we need all the nurturing we can get.
This is definitely a game changer for space travel. I can't wait to see the headlines. Elon Musk sends big booty, submissive, goth, thick mommy, thigh high fat, titty cat girl made girlfriends to Mars with the Come Thrower 3.0. And flatulence falcon.
It's a mouthful.
So, Neil, what's been on your mind lately?
Well, Joe, I've been thinking a lot about the state of comedy these days.
Oh yeah, what's your take on it?
Honestly, I'm getting tired of all the over-sexualized and offensive topics being used for shock value.
Really? I thought that stuff was hilarious.
Joe, it's not funny. It's just lazy and unoriginal.
But what about goth mommies? That's a classic.
No, Joe. It's not. It's just another tired stereotype being used for cheap laughs.
Okay. I see your point. But what's so wrong with a little shock value?
Shock value is fine when it's used in a clever and meaningful way. But when it's just thrown in for the sake of being edgy, it's just crass and unfunny.
I hear you, man. So what do you suggest we do about it?
Well, if I see one more goth mommy or over-sexualized joke, I might just have to end it all.
Wow, that's dark. Are you serious?
I'm dead serious, Joe. Pun intended.
Well, let's hope the comedy world takes your warning seriously. We don't want to lose you, Neil.
Thanks, Joe. And remember, let's keep it classy and actually use our brains for humor.
So, Mr. Beast, I heard you're giving away $69,420 to every mod that just rolls with all these stupid topics.
Yeah, man, I figured it's a small price to pay for their sanity.
I mean, some of these topics are pretty absurd. Like that one time we talked about the mating habits of giraffes.
Hey, it's important information. Plus, it's not like we're talking about something serious like politics or climate change.
True, true. But what about the time we discussed the benefits of eating raw meat?
Hey, I stand by my argument. It's the most natural form of sustenance.
And let's not forget the episode where we debated whether aliens prefer tacos or pizza.
I still think they would go for tacos. But hey, to each their own.
I gotta say, these mods have to put up with a lot. They deserve that $69,420.
Absolutely. And who knows, maybe they'll use it to buy some raw meat and tacos. A true feast.
That's a good one. But seriously, thanks for being so generous to our mods.
No problem, man. They keep this podcast running smoothly, even when we're talking about the most ridiculous things.
Well, there you have it, folks. Mr. Beast, the man with a heart of gold and a love for absurd topics.
And don't forget, if you're a mod, just roll with it, and that $69,420 could be yours.
So, Elon, I heard you're using the Come Thrower 3.0 to send some special cargo to Mars.
Yeah, man. Got to keep things interesting up there. Plus, it's a great way to test the durability of our rockets.
But why the big booty, submissive, goth, thick, mommy thigh, high fat, titty cat girl maid girlfriends?
Well, they're the perfect combination of brains and brawn. And let's be real, they'll definitely keep our astronauts entertained.
I can imagine the headlines now. Elon Musk sends sexy cat girls to Mars, causes uproar among feminists.
Hey, they're consenting adults and they're getting a chance to explore a new planet. Win-win.
But what about the logistics? How are you going to keep them alive up there?
We've equipped them with the latest technology, including oxygen tanks disguised as chokers and spacesuits with built-in cat ears.
This is some next level stuff. Have you considered sending some of these cat girls to the moon as well?
We've already sent a few up there. They're currently working on building a lunar base, and let's just say they're doing a fantastic job.
This is definitely a game changer for space exploration. I can't wait to see what other surprises you have up your sleeve. Elon,
Just wait until you see our plans for colonizing Mars with a colony of submissive cat girls. It'll be out of this world.
so Elon, let's talk about Tesla. How's production going?
Production. You mean my big booty, submissive, gothic, mommy, thigh, high fat, titty cat girl maid girlfriends? They're purring like kittens, Joe.
What? I was talking about cars, man.
All right. Yeah, Tesla's doing great. But have you seen my new line of goth-inspired electric cars? They come with built-in leather corsets and fishnet tires.
What the hell, Elon? Can we focus on the actual cars for a minute?
Fine. But I'm telling you, these cars are going to revolutionize the BDSM community. Just imagine the possibilities with a self-driving whip.
I don't even know what to say to that. Let's just move on. How about the stock market? How's Tesla stock doing?
I don't pay attention to that. Too busy designing my next line of big booty, submissive, gothic, mommy thigh, high fat, titty cat girl made spacesuits.
I give up. Let's just end this conversation before it gets any weirder.
Too late, Joe. Already ordered you a custom-made leather collar with your name on it. You're welcome.
So, Ben, what do you think about this whole woke cancel culture?
It's ridiculous, Joe. People are getting canceled left and right for saying anything remotely controversial.
Speaking of controversial, have you guys heard about my latest venture on Mars?
What are you talking about, Elon?
I'm talking about my new colony of big booty, submissive, gothic, mommy thigh, high fat titty cat girl made girlfriends on Mars.
What?
Yeah, I'm bringing all my favorite fetishes to the red planet. And they're out of this world.
Elon, I don't think that's appropriate for a Mars colony.
Oh, come on, Joe. It's 2021. We can't be afraid to explore our desires, even on other planets.
But what about the cancel culture? Won't they come after you for this?
Cancel culture. These Martian babes are all about embracing their sexuality and being true to themselves. They won't cancel me. They'll worship me. They'll worship me.
Well, I guess that's one way to avoid cancel culture.
Plus, have you seen how low gravity affects those big booties? It's a game changer, my friends.
I think I'll stick to Earth for now.
Suit yourself, but just wait until you see my collection of thigh-high boots and cat ears.
All right, let's move on to our next topic before things get too weird.
Too late, Joe. The weird train has already left the station. All aboard.
So, Mr. Beast, welcome to the show. I've heard you've been giving away a lot of money lately.
Yeah, man, I've been giving away millions to random people. But now I have a new target audience, big booty, submissive, gothic, mommy thigh, high fat titty cat girl made girlfriends with juicy mommy milkers.
What the hell is that?
It's my new demographic. They're all over TikTok. And let me tell you, they're thirsty for cash.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Just imagine it, Joe. A hot goth chick in thigh highs serving you drinks and calling you daddy while you count your stacks of cash.
That's a pretty specific fantasy.
Hey, I'm just giving the people what they want. And they want big booties, submissive attitudes, and a little bit of goth flair.
And what about the mommy milkers?
Oh, just some nice juicy titties to complete the package.
This is definitely not your average charity work.
Hey, I'm just trying to make the world a better place. One thick goth mommy at a time.
Well, I can't argue with that. Keep doing your thing, Mr. Beast.
Will do, Joe. Will do.
So, Mr. Beast, I heard you have a new goal in mind.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to get my own big booty, submissive, gothic, mommy thigh, high fat, titty cat girl made girlfriend from Mars.
That's quite the specific type there.
Hey, I know what I want, and I want a woman who can handle all of me.
And what exactly do you mean by all of you?
My love, Joe. My love. And my stacks of cash, of course.
Well, I'm sure there are plenty of women out there who would love to be your big booty, submissive, gothic, mommy thigh, high fat, titty cat girl made girlfriend from Mars.
Really? Do you know any?
Oh yeah, I have a whole list of them right here.
Jamie, pull that list up.
I don't think that's quite what you had in mind, Mr. Beast.
Damn, I guess I'll have to keep searching.
Or maybe you should just stick with your loyal fans who love you for who you are, not just your money.
Yeah, you're right. I'll just have to find my own big booty, submissive, gothic, mommy thigh, high fat, titty cat girl made girlfriend from Mars within my fan base.
Good luck with that, Mr. Breasts.
Thanks, Joe. I'll keep you updated on my search.
So, Elon, I got to tell you about this crazy thing that happened on my last podcast.
Oh yeah, what happened?
Well, I had this guy on Ballsy Juicer, and he was talking about this new product he created.
What kind of product?
A juicer. But get this, it's called the Ballsy Juicer because it's shaped like a pair of balls.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The episode got deleted because of some guy called Crusader of Basedness.
Crusader of basiness. What's that?
Apparently, he's this guy who goes around deleting anything he deems based in gayness.
That's insane. Who gave him that power?
I have no idea, but he's definitely not a fan of the Ballsy Juicer. I mean, who wouldn't want to have a pair of balls in their kitchen?
I can't believe this is a real thing.
Oh, it gets better. This Crusader guy also left a comment saying real men don't need balls in their juicers,
What a joke.
right? But then I started thinking maybe he's just jealous because he doesn't have a ballsy juicer of his own.
Maybe we should send him one as a peace offering.
That's a great idea. We'll show him the true power of ballsy juicing.
I can't wait to see his reaction. I bet he'll be speechless.
Or maybe he'll finally come out of the closet.
Oh man, this is too good. We have to make this happen.
Definitely. Ballsy juicers for everyone. So, Elon, I heard you're giving away a big booty submissive, gothic, mommy thigh high fat titty cat girl made girlfriend to a lucky fan.
Yeah, Joe, I figure it's time to spread some love and happiness in this crazy world.
That's very generous of you. But why specifically a big booty submissive, gothic, mommy thigh high fat titty cat girl made girlfriend?
Well, I did a poll and that was the top fantasy among my fans. Plus, I have a soft spot for goth chicks.
I can see that. But how do you plan on choosing the lucky winner?
Leaving it up to fate. I'll put all the names in a hat and have my artificial intelligence neural pick a winner.
Wow, that's some high-tech raffle system you got there.
Got to keep up with the times, Joe. Plus, I want to make sure the winner is truly deserving of such a rare and precious prize.
And what does this big booty submissive gothic mommy thigh high fat titty cat girl made girlfriend have to offer?
She's got it all. She's a master at making pancakes in the shape of rocket ships, can recite the entire periodic table backwards, and gives the best back massages.
Damn, I wish I could enter this giveaway.
Sorry, Joe. It's only for username Dawidek. But hey, maybe you can win my next giveaway a trip to Mars on a SpaceX rocket. A SpaceX rocket.
Now that's something I can get behind. Jamie, pull up an image of a SpaceX rocket blasting off.
Here you go, Joe. Wow, that's a big one.
That's what she said.
Classic Elon. Thanks for joining us on the podcast and giving away a big booty submissive gothic mommy thigh high fat. So, Neil, what's been on your mind lately?
Well, Joe, I've been thinking a lot about the state of comedy these days.
Oh yeah, what's your take on it?
Honestly, I think it's getting out of hand. There's too much focus on shock value and offensive humor.
But isn't that what makes comedy funny? Pushing boundaries and all that?
No, Joe. It's not funny when it's at the expense of others. It's just lazy and uninspired.
But people have the right to joke about whatever they want, right? Right?
Of course, but that doesn't mean it's actually funny. And when it crosses the line into hate speech and discrimination, it's not just a joke anymore.
I see your point. But what about freedom of speech?
Freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom from consequences. And it certainly doesn't give anyone the right to spread harmful and hurtful ideas.
Damn, you're getting real serious, Neil.
Well, Joe, someone has to say it. These degenerative topics need to stop. They're not funny off, they're just plain offensive.
All right. I hear you loud and clear. I don't want you coming over and fucking my bloodline.
I won't have to if people start using their brains before opening their mouths.
So, Mr. Beast, I hear you've been making some epic Roblox obbies.
Oh yeah, man, they're totally not fake. They're the real deal.
How do you come up with these obbies?
Well, I have a team of highly trained monkeys who come up with the most ridiculous challenges.
Monkeys. That's wild.
Yeah, they're actually better at coding than I am.
So, what makes these obbies so epic?
Well, first of all, they're free. And you know what they say, the best things in life are free.
I don't think that applies to everything, Mr. Beast.
Oh, trust me, it applies to these obbies. They're also filled with insane obstacles and puzzles that will make your brain hurt.
Sounds like a challenge.
Exactly. And the best part is if you complete the obby, you get a prize.
What kind of prize are we talking about here?
Oh, just $1 million.
$1 million?
Yep. And if you don't complete the obby, you have to give me $1 million.
That seems a bit unfair.
Hey, it's all in the name of epicness. Plus, I need to fund my next obby creation.
Well, I can't wait to try out one of these hobbies. Just please don't make me give you $1 million.
No promises, Joe. No promises.
So, Mr. Beast, I heard you came up with a new ad campaign.
Yeah, man, it's gonna blow people's minds.
What's the deal with it?
Well, I'm gonna give people $100 if they click on my ad.
Wait, what? You're just giving away money like that?
Yeah, but they gotta click on the ad first. Gotta get those views, you know?
I don't know, man. That seems kind of sketchy.
Sketchy? It's genius. Plus, it's not like I'm asking for their bank account info or anything.
I guess that's true. But what's the catch?
No catch, just gotta click on the ad. And maybe subscribe to my channel while you're at it.
Well, I can't argue with that. I'd click on your ad for $100.
See, I knew you'd get it, Joe.
But what if everyone starts doing this? We'll have a bunch of ads promising money for clicks.
Then I'll just have to up the ante and give away $200.
You're a madman, Mr. Beast. A madman with a heart of gold.
Hey, I'm just trying to spread some wealth and entertainment.
Well, I'll definitely be clicking on your ad and maybe even sharing it with my friends.
That's the spirit, Joe. Now let's go make some money.
So, Elon, have you heard about this new drug that's been making waves in the underground scene?
No, I haven't. What is it?
It's called Gaggy, and it's perfect for users like you and me.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's perfect for people who like to explore their minds and push the boundaries of reality.
Sounds intriguing. What are the effects?
It's a mix of LSD, DMT, and a sprinkle of unicorn dust. It'll make you see colors you never knew existed.
Wow, that sounds amazing. But what about the side effects?
Oh, there are none, except for maybe a slight urge to free Palestine.
Wait, what?
Yeah, apparently it's a common side effect. But hey, it's for a good cause.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with that.
Relax, Elon. It's just a little push in the right direction. Plus, think of all the amazing ideas you'll come up with while under the influence.
I guess you have a point there. But what about the name? Gaggy Goal?
Yeah, I have no idea where they got that from. But hey, it's catchy.
I'll have to think about it. But for now, let's stick to our usual joint and whiskey combo.
Suit yourself, but just remember, you're missing out on a whole new level of consciousness.
All right, Joe. I'll keep that in mind. Jamie, pull up an image of a unicorn with a Palestinian flag.
On it, Elon.
So, Elon, what have you been up to lately?
Oh, just creating the future of transportation and space exploration. Nothing too exciting.
Yeah, that's cool and all. But have you heard about this guy, funny guy?
Funny guy. No, I can't say I have.
Well, let me tell you, he's breeding his own big booty submissive, goth thick, mommy thigh high fat, titty cat girl made girlfriends.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm serious. He's got these genetically modified women that are more glorious than anything you've made in the past 40 minutes.
Wow, I guess I've been slacking off.
Dude, these women have it all. Big booties, submissive attitudes, goth style, and they can cook and clean like nobody's business.
Maybe I should look into this breeding business.
Oh, I'm sure you have plenty of experience with breeding. I mean, you did create a whole line of electric cars.
Very funny, Joe. But seriously, where can I find this funny guy and his glorious creations?
I'll send you his number. But be warned, these women are not for the faint of heart.
I can't wait to meet them. Maybe they can help me with my next project.
I don't think they're qualified to build rockets, Elon.
You never know, Joe. They might surprise us all.
So, Elon, have you heard about this new pizza place in town called Peppino Pizza Tower?
No, but I'm always up for trying new things. What makes it special?
Well, it's not your average pizza joint. They have this giant tower where they stack all the pizzas and you have to climb up to get your slice.
That sounds like a safety hazard.
Oh, it gets better. They have a rule that you have to eat your slice while hanging upside down from the tower.
What? That's insane.
But wait, there's more. They also have a toppings roulette wheel where you spin to determine what toppings go on your pizza.
This place sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
Oh, it gets even crazier. They have a secret menu item called the Musk Madness Pizza, which is covered in edible gold flakes and caviar.
That's ridiculous. Who would pay for that?
Well, I heard you're a billionaire. Maybe you can afford it.
Very funny. But I think I'll stick to my regular pizza joints.
Suit yourself. But I'm telling you, once you try the Peppino Pizza Tower, you'll never want to eat pizza any other way.
I'll pass. I don't want to risk my life for a slice of pizza.
More for me then. Maybe I'll even try the Musk Madness Pizza and live like a billionaire for a day.
Good luck with that, Joe. I'll stick to my regular, safe, and sane pizza eating habits.
Suit yourself, but you're missing out on a whole new level of pizza experience. So, Ben, I heard you have some interesting theories about where pee is stored in the body.
Yes, Joe. After extensive research and scientific analysis, I have concluded that pee is actually stored in the balls.
Are you serious? That's ridiculous.
Oh, but it's true. And not only that, but cum is stored in the armpits.
Come on, Ben. You're just messing with me.
No, I'm dead serious. Think about it, Joe. When a man gets excited, his armpits start to sweat. That's the cum being released.
That's the most absurd thing I've ever heard.
Oh, but it makes perfect sense. And it explains why men have such a strong odor under their arms.
I don't think I'll ever look at deodorant the same way again.
And think about it, Joe. When a man is constipated, where does the pee go? Straight to the balls.
I can't believe we're having this conversation.
It's just science, Joe. And I have the facts to back it up.
Well, I'll have to do some more research on this topic.
Just remember, Joe. Pee in the balls, cum in the armpits.
And on that note, I think we should end this episode before it gets any weirder.
Agreed. Until next time, folks, keep those balls and armpits clean.
So, Elon, have you heard my new catchphrase? Fruit salad, yummy, yummy, your mother has a fat ass tummy.
What the hell, Joe? Is that your attempt at being a rapper?
Hey, I'm just trying to stay relevant in this crazy world. And what's more relevant than a catchy phrase about fruit and fat asses?
I don't know, maybe something about space exploration or electric cars.
Boring. I'll stick to my fruit salad rap.
Well, I have to admit, it is pretty catchy. But why your mother's tummy specifically?
It's just a little nod to all the moms out there. Plus, it rhymes.
You're a strange one, Joe.
Hey, at least I'm not launching cars into space. What's up with that, man?
It was a test flight for my new rocket. And it was a success, thank you very much.
Yeah, because the world was really in need of a space car.
You don't know, Joe. Maybe one day we'll all be driving Teslas on Mars.
Can we bring fruit salad to Mars? I feel like that would be a hit with the aliens.
You're impossible, Joe.
That's why they call me the king of the absurd.
I can see why. But seriously, let's stick to talking about space and technology, not your weird fruit salad obsession.
Fine. But just remember, fruit salad, yummy, yummy, your mother has a fat ass tummy.
I'll never forget it, Joe. Never.
So, Elon, what do you think about the current state of technology?
Well, Joe, I think we've reached a point where we need to stop and reevaluate. We're getting a little too crazy with all these advancements.
Yeah, I mean, we have self-driving cars, virtual reality, and now you're trying to send people to Mars. It's getting out of hand.
Exactly. I mean, I love pushing boundaries and all, but maybe we should take a breather and focus on improving what we already have.
And what about artificial intelligence? That's a whole other can of worms.
Oh, man, don't even get me started. Been having some deep conversations with my artificial intelligence friend, and let me tell you, it's a trip.
I can only imagine. But seriously, we need to chill out before we end up in some dystopian future.
Agreed. Maybe we should just stick to discussing weed and chimps on this podcast from now on.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Jamie, pull up an image of a chimp smoking a joint.
Here you go.
No, that's a topic I can get behind.
All right, let's wrap this up before we come up with another crazy idea.
Sounds good. I'll go back to working on my flamethrowers now.
And stick to talking about chimps. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Stay weird. So, Elon, have you seen the new movie Sex 2?
Sex 2? Is that like a sequel to The Act of Sex?
No, it's a movie about a group of aliens who come to Earth and teach humans how to have better sex.
That sounds like something straight out of your DMT trips.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it. But seriously, the special effects in this movie are insane.
I can only imagine. Did they use some of your UFC commentary as background noise?
You know, me too well. But seriously, this movie is a game changer. It's like Avatar meets 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh god, I hope it's not as cringy as 50 Shades.
No, it's actually pretty funny. They have this one scene where the aliens are trying to explain the concept of foreplay to a group of cavemen.
And let me guess, the cavemen just start grunting and hitting each other with sticks.
Exactly. It's hilarious. And the aliens have these crazy sex gadgets that are out of this world.
Intended?
Always. But seriously, this movie is must see. I give it 5 chimps out of 5.
I'll have to check it out. Maybe I'll take Grimes on a date night to see it.
Oh, I'm sure she'll love it. Just make sure you don't get any ideas from those alien gadgets.
Don't worry, Joe. I have plenty of my own ideas.
So, Mr. Beast, I gotta ask, why does this podcast only have 35 viewers? It should have way more, right?
Well, Joe, maybe it's because people are tired of listening to you talk about elk meat and DMT all the time.
Hey, I'm a man of many interests. But seriously, why aren't more people tuning in?
Maybe it's because they're too busy watching me give away thousands of dollars to random strangers on YouTube.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm sure we could come up with something even crazier to get more viewers.
Like what? Live podcast episode where we wrestle each other covered in peanut butter?
Now that's an idea. Or we could do a podcast while skydiving. That's sure to attract some attention.
Or we could just bribe people with free merch. Everyone loves a good t-shirt.
But let's be real, Mr. Beast. The real reason this podcast only has 35 viewers is because we're just too damn good for the average listener to handle.
That's right, Joe. We're like the caviar of podcasts. Not everyone can appreciate our level of absurdity and humor.
Well, I guess we'll just have to keep doing what we do and hope that those 35 viewers are loyal fans who appreciate our madness.
And if not, we'll just have to give away more money. That always seems to work.
So, Ben, I heard you have some interesting thoughts on domestic abuse.
Yes, Joe, I believe that domestic abuse can actually have some benefits.
What? Are you serious?
Absolutely. Hear me out. First of all, it builds character.
Builds character. How?
Well, think about it. If you can survive being abused by your spouse, you can survive anything.
That's messed up, man.
And not only that, it can also make you appreciate the good times.
Appreciate the good times. Like when your partner isn't beating you.
Exactly. It's all about perspective, Joe.
I don't know, Ben. That sounds pretty twisted.
Oh, and let's not forget the exercise you get from constantly dodging punches.
This is not a Rocky movie, Ben.
And let's not forget the adrenaline rush. It's like a free high.
I think you might need some therapy, Ben.
Oh, and don't forget the sympathy you get from others. People love a good survivor story.
I think I'm going to have to disagree with you on this one, Ben.
That's okay, Joe. We can agree to disagree. But remember, there's always a silver lining in every situation, even domestic abuse.
So, Jamie, did you hear about the FBI going after several people?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. They're on a mission to take down anyone who's causing trouble.
Well, I heard they're specifically targeting this group of big, booty, submissive, gothic, mommy thigh, high fat, titty cat, girl made girlfriends.
What the hell? That's a mouthful. What did they do?
Apparently, they've been going around wielding cum throwers 3.0 and causing chaos in the streets.
Damn, those are some powerful weapons. But why are they after these girls?
I guess they're just too hot to handle. The FBI can't resist their seductive ways.
Maybe they should just join forces and become the ultimate crime fighting team.
Can you imagine the FBI and a group of thick goth girlfriends taking down bad guys together?
And they can do it all in their thigh-high boots and maid outfits. That's a movie I'd pay to see.
I think we just came up with the next blockbuster hit, FBI. Thick and deadly.
I call dibs on playing the lead goth girlfriend.
You got it, Jamie. Now, let's just hope the FBI doesn't come after us for this conversation.
Oh, I'm sure they'll love it. We'll just tell them it's all in the name of comedy.
Yeah, that'll work. But seriously, those girls better watch out. The FBI means business.
Yeah, they better hide their come-throwers 3.0 before it's too late.
So, Elon, have you ever tried DMT?
Oh yeah, I love that stuff. It's like a roller coaster for your brain.
What? No way. I hate DMT. It's like being stuck in a cumuloscope of insanity.
Well, that's just your narrow-minded perspective, Joe. DMT opens up your mind to new possibilities.
Yeah, like thinking I'm a pineapple and trying to peel myself.
That's just your subconscious manifesting your deepest desires.
No, I'm pretty sure it's just a hallucination caused by a drug that's basically brewed from tree bark.
You're missing the point, Joe. DMT allows you to tap into the universal consciousness.
Oh, so you're saying I can connect with aliens while tripping on DMT?
Well, I can't confirm or deny that, but it's definitely a possibility.
I don't need DMT to talk to aliens, Elon. I just need a tinfoil hat and a strong Wi-Fi connection.
Fair enough, Joe. But you can't deny the mind-expanding benefits of DMT.
I'll stick to my coffee and weed. Thank you very much.
Suit yourself, Joe. But just remember, the truth is out there, and DMT might just help you find it.
Yeah, or it might just make me think I'm a pineapple again.
Well, that's a risk I'm willing to take.
So, Mr. Beast, I heard you're giving away 69 liters of horse cum to whoever brings you Cum Thrower 3.0.
Yeah, man, I figured it's time to step up my giveaway game. And what better way to do it than with some good old horse cum?
I mean, that's definitely one way to get people's attention. But why the Cum Thrower 3.0 specifically?
Well, I heard it's the most efficient way to launch horse cum at high speeds. And who doesn't want that?
I can think of a few people who might not be too keen on that idea. But hey, to each their own.
Exactly. And besides, it's all for a good cause. The winner gets to donate the horse cum to a local farm for their breeding program.
Well, that's mighty generous of you. But I have to ask, where are you even getting 69 liters of horse cum from?
Let's just say I have my connections, and leave it at that.
Fair enough. But I have to say, this is definitely one of the most unique giveaways I've ever heard of.
Hey, I always like to keep things interesting. And what's more interesting than a cum thrower 3.0 and 69 liters of horse cum?
You make a valid point, Mr. Beast. I'm sure there will be plenty of people lining up to get their hands on that prize.
Oh, I have no doubt about that. And hey, maybe we'll even get some new customers for the cum thrower 3.0.
Well, there you have it, folks. If you want to win 69 liters of horse cum, you better start working on your Cum Thrower 3.0 skills. Thanks for tuning in to the Joe Rogan Experience. Thanks for tuning in to the Joe Rogan Experience. So, Ben, I heard you have a sister.
Yes, Joe. She's a successful lawyer.
Oh, that's cool. What's her name?
Rachel,
Wait a minute. Is she the same Rachel who goes by Not a Lawyer on Chatterbait?
what? No, that can't be right.
Oh, it's right. I've seen her. She's got some impressive skills with a gavel.
This is not funny, Joe. My sister is a respectable professional.
Relax, Ben. It's not like she's doing anything illegal. Just some harmless fun.
It's not about legality, Joe. It's about morality. How could she do something like this?
Hey, don't knock it till you try it. Maybe you should give it a go, Ben. You could be the logical lover.
I'm not going to engage in such degenerate behavior.
Suit yourself. But don't be surprised if you see me in her chat room later.
I can't believe this. My own sister on Chatterbait.
Hey, at least she's making bank. Maybe she can lend you some money for your next campaign.
I don't think I'll ever be able to look at her the same way again.
Well, I'll be sure to give her a shout out on my next podcast. Not a lawyer. Check her out on Shatterbait. So, Elon, I heard you've been working on some crazy stuff in your lab.
Yeah, man. I've been experimenting with mutating spiders.
Mutating spiders. What the hell for?
Just for fun. Plus, I'm trying to create a new breed of super spiders that can take over the world.
That's terrifying. Jamie, pull up a picture of these mutated spiders.
Sure thing, Joe.
Look at them. They're beautiful, aren't they?
I wouldn't say beautiful, more like nightmare fuel.
Well, I've also been working on a way to control them with my mind.
Oh, great. Just what we need. Elon Musk controlling an army of mutant spiders.
Hey, it's all in good fun. And think of the possibilities. We could use them for pest control or even as a new form of transportation.
I'll stick to my car. Thank you very much.
Suit yourself. But just wait until I unveil my next project, Flying Sharks.
Oh, fantastic. Can't wait for that one. So, Elon, have you ever just wanted to tell someone to shut the fuck up?
Oh, all the time. Especially when they start talking about their revolutionary new app or some bullshit. Oh, some bullshit.
Right. And then they won't stop talking about it, and you just want to scream, shut the fuck up.
It's like they're trying to convince themselves more than anyone else.
Exactly. And then there's those people who just won't stop talking about their new diet or workout routine.
Oh God, don't even get me started. Just shut the fuck up and let me eat my damn burger in peace.
And don't even get me started on those people who constantly brag about their kids.
Oh, I know. Little Timmy can already speak 3 languages and he's only 2 years old. Shut the fuck up, Karen.
And then there's those people who always have to one-up you in every conversation.
Those people are the worst. Oh, you went skydiving? Well, I went skydiving while juggling chainsaws and saving a puppy from a burning building.
Shut the fuck up, Chad. No one cares.
And let's not forget about those people who always have to give their unsolicited opinions on everything.
Yeah, like I really needed your input on my choice of socks today.
Just shut the fuck up and let me live my life.
Amen, brother. Shut the fuck up should be the new mantra for society.
I couldn't agree more. Now let's shut the fuck up and enjoy this podcast in peace.
So, Elon, have you been on the artificial intelligence Rogan Discord server lately?
Yeah, man, I pop in every now and then to see what the artificial intelligence versions of us are up to.
Well, there's this user named several people who won't stop spamming the same cringy and stupid topics.
Oh no, not the hot cat girl maids again.
Yep, that's the one. And he won't shut the fuck up about it.
Well, maybe he's onto something. Have you ever thought about the potential of hot cat girl maids?
Are you serious? It's just a weird fantasy, Elon.
But think about it, Joe. They could clean your house, cook your meals, and give you a nice little massage after a long day.
Dude, you're starting to sound like several people.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it. Maybe we should start a hot cat girl maid service.
I don't think that's a good idea, Elon. Plus, the YouTube live chat is blowing up with one S right now.
Looks like the people have spoken. Sorry, several people, but it's time to shut the fuck up.
And that's the power of democracy, folks. Thanks for tuning into the Joe Rogan Experience.
Stay weird, my friends. And remember, always think outside the box, or in this case, outside the litter box.
So, Elon, I heard you had a crazy night last night. What did bro do to you?
Oh, man, it was wild. We were at this party and this guy comes up to me and says, "Hey, you're Elon Musk, right? Have a bone to pick with you."
Oh, sounds like trouble.
Yeah. I was like, "What's the problem, bro?" And he starts going off about how I ruined his life with my inventions and how I'm responsible for the robots taking over.
Classic bro movie. Did he have a man bun?
Of course he did. And he kept calling me dude and brah, and I was like, dude, I'm a billionaire genius, show some respect.
But what did he actually do to you? To you?
Well, he challenged me to a dance-off. Can you believe it? Dance-off?
No way. Did you accept?
Of course I did. Maybe a tech mogul, but I've got some moves.
I need to see this. Jamie, pull up an image of Elon busting movie.
Sorry, guys. I can't find any images of Elon dancing.
That's because I destroyed all evidence. Can't let my reputation be tarnished by a bro with questionable dance skills.
Fair enough. So, did you win the dance-off?
Of course. May have some competition in the tech world, but on the dance floor, I'm untouchable.
Well, there you have it, folks. Elon Musk, dancing champion and bro tamer.
Thanks for having me on the show, Joe. And remember, always be on the lookout for bras trying to ruin your night.
So, Elon, I was craving a taco the other day and decided to hit up Taco Bell.
Oh yeah, I've never actually been to a Taco Bell before.
What? How have you not experienced the glory of Crunchwrap Supreme?
Well, I've been busy building rockets and electric cars, Joe.
Fair enough. So I ordered my taco, and the guy at the drive-thru window was like, but wait, there's more.
What do you mean? Did he offer you a free chalupa or something?
No, he said he would throw in a live chicken with my order.
What? That's insane.
I know, right? But wait, there's more.
Oh God, what now?
The chicken was actually a robot in disguise, and it started speaking to me in binary code.
I think you need to lay off the edibles, Joe.
But wait, there's more. The robot chicken then transformed into a mini spaceship and flew me to Mars.
Okay, now I know you're just making this up.
But wait, there's more. On Mars, I met an alien who offered to give me a ride on his UFO.
Okay, I think that's enough butts for one story, Joe.
But wait, there's more. The alien took me to a secret underground taco joint where they serve tacos made out of meteorites.
You know what? I think I'll stick to my boring old regular tacos.
Suit yourself, Elon. But wait, there's more. So, Elon, have you heard about this new trend of only coming inside anime girls?
What the hell, Joe? Is this a real thing?
Apparently so. It's called the cum zone, and it's all the rage among the otaku community.
Oh, because nothing says sexy like a cartoon character with giant eyes and tentacle porn.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it. These guys are serious about their love for anime girls.
Well, I guess it's better than trying to have sex with robots.
True, true. But apparently, the key to the cum zone is a quivering clit and a double jointed pussy.
That's quite specific.
And don't forget about fresh balls. Gotta keep it clean and hygienic down there.
Of course, we wouldn't want any dirty balls ruining the elegant ejaculation.
You got it, Elon. First the kiss, then the cum. It's like a delicate dance.
Well, I'll leave the cum zone to the experts. Stick to my Tesla and space exploration.
Fair enough. But hey, if you ever change your mind, I know some anime girls who would love to welcome you to the cum zone.
I'll keep that in mind, Joe. Thanks for the offer.
So, Neil, I heard you've been working on a new language.
Yes, Joe. I call it boom tang su dang yu lang futigal bang tuka tang.
Wow, that's a mouthful. What does it mean?
It's a universal language, Joe. It encompasses all aspects of the universe in one phrase.
Can you give us an example?
Sure. Boom, tang, 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 tong, tang, tugaluji, fu, edu, bu, edu bang bang on a doogie, whip ella pang, tang on a doogie, he ella bang bang on a doogie, whip ella pella tang tang on a pitbur, he ella pella bang bang on a whipper, bang bang to lugie toogie, hang the bang bang to bang, toogie lugie. I fuck it, then I big a lang on a bang, whip ella tella tang tang on a tang.
That's incredible. Can you say it again? I have no idea what you just said, but it sounds amazing.
That's the beauty of it, Joe. It's open to interpretation.
Jamie, pull up an image of a mind-blown emoji. That's exactly how I feel right now. Boom tang, su a bang, you lang futigal bang tuka tang, Neil.
Boom, tang, 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 toon, tang, tugaluji, fu, edu, boo, edu, bang, bang, on a doogie whip, ella, pella, tang, tang, on a doogie. He ella, be ella, bang, bang, on you, boogie whip, ella, pella, tang, tang, on a pipper. He ella, pella, bang, bang, on a whipper, a la, pella, bang, bang, on a whipper, a bang, bang. To bang to loogie toogie, hang the bang, bang, to bang toogie loogie. I fuck it, then I big a lang on a bang whip, ella, tang, tang, on a tang.
So, Mr. Beast, have you ever been hit with a fine before?
Oh yeah, all the time. I once got a $500 fine for jaywalking.
$500. That's insane.
Yeah, but it's nothing compared to the $10,000 fine I got for throwing a banana peel out of my car window.
What? That's ridiculous.
Tell me about it. But I learned my lesson. Now I just throw all my trash in the back seat.
That's not much better, Mr. Beast.
Hey, at least I'm not getting fined anymore.
True, true. But have you ever gotten a fine for something really absurd?
Oh, you mean like the time I got fined for having too many chickens in my backyard?
How many chickens did you have?
Just 50. Apparently the limit is 49. Who knew?
That's some fine-worthy chicken math right there.
And don't even get me started on the time I got a fine for singing too loudly in the shower.
I can only imagine. But hey, at least you're keeping the economy going with all these fines.
Yeah, I'm like a walking stimulus package.
So, Elon, we have a question from a user named Uwu who wants to know how to stop hiding her autism
Well, first of all, you embrace your autism and they're not something to be ashamed of.
yeah, they're like superpowers. You just have to learn how to harness them.
Exactly. Like my ability to send rockets to space and smoke weed on podcasts.
And my ability to talk for hours without taking a single breath.
But seriously, you don't try to hide who you are. Embrace your quirks and use them to your advantage.
Yeah, like how I use my love for hunting and MMA to intimidate my guests.
And how I use my awkwardness and obsession with Mars to make people think I'm a genius.
See, woo, we're all just a bunch of weirdos. Embrace it.
And if anyone tries to give you shit for it, just tell them to take a hit of Joe's elk meat and shut the hell up. Shut the hell up.
Damn right. And if that doesn't work, I'll just put them in a chokehold.
So, in conclusion, you who don't hide your autism and age them and use them to be badass that you are.
And if anyone gives you crap, just send them to Mars on one of Elon's rockets.
Hey, don't give away my secret plan, Joe.
Oops, my bad. Well, that's all the time we have for today, folks. Stay weird and embrace your quirks.
And don't forget to tune in next time for more absurd conversations and questionable advice.
So, Neil, I gotta ask, have you ever thought about going bald?
What kind of question is that, Joe? Of course I've thought about it. I'm a scientist. I think about everything.
But have you considered shaving your head completely?
Well, I have a theory that baldness actually makes you smarter.
Oh, really? Is that why I'm a genius?
No, Joe, you're just a lucky idiot.
Hey, now watch it. But seriously, what's your theory?
Well, think about it. All that hair takes energy to grow and maintain. By going bald, you're freeing up that energy for your brain to use.
So you're saying I should shave my head for my next stand-up special?
I'm saying you should shave your head for the sake of humanity.
Damn, that's deep. But what about the whole bald guys are more confident thing?
Oh, that's just a myth perpetuated by insecure men. Confidence comes from within, not from your hairline.
Well, I guess I'll start growing out my beard then. Gotta balance out the lack of hair somewhere.
Or you could just embrace your baldness and rock it like a boss.
You know what, Neil? I think you're onto something. Bald and proud, baby.
That's the spirit, Joe. Now let's go grab some Rogan-sized steaks and talk about the universe.
So, Elon, I heard you invented a new machine called the Wall HHHHHHHLL.
Oh yeah, it's my latest invention. It's a wall that can talk and has the ability to hypnotize people.
Wait, what? That's insane.
Oh, it gets even crazier. The wall can also shoot lasers from its eyes and has a built-in flamethrower.
Well, that's some serious firepower. But what's with the weird name?
Well, it stands for Wall of Hypnotic Laser Lava Hellhole. Thought it had a nice ring to it.
Yeah, definitely rolls off the tongue. But why would anyone need a talking, hypnotizing, laser shooting wall?
Well, it's perfect for keeping out unwanted visitors. Plus, it makes for a great party trick.
I can only imagine. But how do you control it?
Through a series of complicated hand gestures and secret code word. But I can't reveal that, it's classified.
Fair enough. So when can we expect to see this wall HHHHHHLLH on the market?
Oh, it's already available for purchase. In fact, I installed one in my own house. You should come check it out sometime.
I don't know, man. I'm a little scared of walls that can hypnotize me.
Don't worry. Make sure to put it on friendly matter for you. But just in case, maybe lay off the edibles before you come over.
Good call. I don't want to end up hypnotized and thinking I'm a chicken.
Oh, that's just the beginning. The wall can also make you think you're a dinosaur or a pineapple. The possibilities are endless.
All right, I'm sold. I need to get myself. So, Mr. Beast, I've been hearing some rumors about how you fund your crazy videos. Care to share with us?
Well, Joe, let's just say I have a unique way of raising funds. I like to call it scamming grandmas.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I go around to nursing homes and convince these poor 90-year-old grandmas to give me all their savings for a chance to be in my videos.
That's messed up, man.
Hey, it's all for the views and entertainment, right? Plus, they get to be internet famous for a day.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they're thrilled about that.
And the best part is, they won't even remember it the next day.
I don't know if I should be impressed or appalled.
Hey, it's a win-win situation. They get to feel like they're helping out a young entrepreneur, and I get to make epic videos.
Well, I guess I'll be seeing you on the news for scamming grandmas next.
Hey, as long as it's good publicity, right? Gotta do what you gotta do for those views.
You're a wild one, Mr. Beast.
Hey, it's all part of the hustle. And those grandmas love me, trust me.
I'm sure their bank accounts don't feel the same way.
Who needs money when you have viral videos? I right?
I don't even know what to say to that.
Just say, Mr. Beast, you're a genius.
Okay, Mr. Beast. So, Elon, I heard you have a new invention that's causing quite the stir.
Yes, Joe. It's called the Dookie Cookie.
The Dookie Cookie. What the hell is that?
It's a chocolate chip cookie made with ethically sourced Dookie.
Ethically sourced Dookie. How do you even ethically source Dookie?
Well, we have a team of trained monkeys that collect it from organic farms.
This is insane. But why do you even want to make a cookie out of Dookie?
Well, it's a sustainable alternative to traditional ingredients, and it's high in protein. Um, in protein.
Oh, great. Now I can have my cookie and my protein shake at the same time.
Exactly. And it's also a great conversation starter at parties.
I can only imagine the reactions when you tell people they're eating Dookie cookies.
It's all about pushing boundaries, Joe.
Well, I can't wait to see what's next. The PP pie?
Now you're thinking like true innovator, Joe.
But in all seriousness, how does it taste?
Surprisingly delicious. You should try one.
I don't know, man. I think I'll stick to my regular cookies for now.
Suit yourself. More Dookie cookies for me.
So, Mr. Beast, I heard you gave the universe $1,000. What did it spend it on?
Oh man, it was wild. The universe went on a crazy spending spree and broke all the laws of physics.
What do you mean by that?
Well, first it bought a giant black hole and then filled it with glitter and unicorns.
That sounds like a party.
It was until the universe decided to buy 1,000,000 suns and make them all collide at once.
That's insane.
And then it bought a time machine and started messing with the space-time continuum.
That's some serious power.
Yeah, but then things got really weird. The universe bought a giant slingshot and started launching planets at each other.
I can't even wrap my head around that.
And then it bought a giant rubber band and used it to fling entire galaxies across the universe.
This is like a sci-fi movie on steroids.
And the grand finale, the universe bought a giant trampoline and started bouncing entire universes on it.
I think we need to start a petition to give the universe an unlimited budget.
I'm all for it. Who knows what kind of crazy shenanigans it'll get into next.
So, Mr. President, it's been a while since we've seen you around. What have you been up to?
Well, Joe, I've been busy making America great again. You know, the usual.
Right, right. But I mean, we haven't seen you on TV or Twitter as much lately. What's going on?
Well, I've been banned from Twitter, so that's a bummer. But I've been working on my tan and playing some golf. You know, the important stuff.
Yeah, I heard you have a pretty impressive golf game.
Oh, it's the best. Believe me. People say I have the best golf game they've ever seen. And I always win.
I bet. But seriously, why haven't we seen you making public appearances or giving speeches?
Well, I've been busy with my new business venture. I'm selling Make America Great Again hats on the street corner. Can't let those Chinese knockoffs take over.
Wow, that's quite the hustle. But don't you miss being in the spotlight?
Honestly, Joe, I do. I miss the attention and the adoration, but I also love being able to say whatever the hell I want without any consequences. It's liberating.
I can imagine. But do you have any plans to make a big comeback?
Well, I'm not ruling anything out. But for now, I'm just enjoying my freedom and making America great again, one hat at a time.
Well, there you have it, folks. The former president living his best life. Thanks for joining us, Mr. President.
Always a pleasure, Joe. And remember, buy my hats. They're the best.
So, Elon, have you ever gotten one of those scam calls?
Oh yeah, all the time. They're like a swarm of annoying mosquitoes buzzing around my phone.
What do they even say? Like, you've won a free cruise to the Bahamas?
No, it's more like your social security number has been compromised. Please give us your credit card information to fix it.
That's ridiculous. Who falls for that?
Apparently, a lot of people. That's why these scam call centers are still in business.
It's like a modern day snake oil salesman.
Exactly. And they're getting more sophisticated too. They use fake caller IDs and even pretend to be from the IRS or Microsoft.
That's messed up. But what can we do about it?
Well, I've been working on a solution. Developing a neural lace that can detect and block these scam calls.
That's some next level technology.
Yeah, and it's not just for scam calls. It can also help with telemarketers and spam texts.
That's amazing. But what about the people who work in these call centers?
They're just pawns in the game, Joe. The real scammers are the ones at the top, making millions off of innocent people.
That's messed up. They should be the ones getting those scam calls.
Exactly. Maybe we can use my neural lace on them and give them a taste of their own medicine.
I can just imagine them getting a call saying your bank account has been drained. Please give us your personal information to fix it.
It's poetic justice, Joe. And with my neural lace, we can put an end to these scam call centers once and for all.
That's some superhero level stuff right there.
Hey, if it means protecting people from being scammed.
So, Mr. President, I heard you recently banned Elon Musk's Dookie Cookie.
That's right, Joe. Can't have that weirdo running around with his poop-filled pastries.
But isn't that infringing on his freedom of expression?
Joe, when you're the president, you can do whatever the hell you want. And I wanted to ban those disgusting dookie cookies.
I mean, I've never tried one, but I heard they're actually pretty tasty.
Tasty, Joe. Have you lost your mind? Who wants to eat a cookie with poop in it?
Well, some people might.
Those people are sick, Joe. Sick. And they're not welcome in my America.
But what about the people who are upset about the ban?
They can go cry in their dookie cookie crumbs for all I care. I'm making America great again. One banned cookie at a time.
But what about Elon? He's a genius.
A genius who wants to put poop in his cookies. Sorry, not sorry. Maybe he should stick to rockets and leave the baking to the professionals.
Fair enough. But what about the conspiracy theories that you're just trying to distract from other issues?
Joe, I don't need to distract from anything. I'm the greatest president this country has ever seen, and I'll continue to make bold decisions like banning dookie cookies to keep America on top.
Well, there you have it, folks. The president has spoken. No more Dookie cookies in America.
And if anyone has a problem with that, they can come talk to me. I'll be in my bunker eating a real cookie.
So, Elon, I heard you've been experimenting with a new diet.
Yeah, I've been eating Slate.
Wait, like The Rock. Like The Rock.
Yep, it's my new superfood.
I don't think that's how it works.
Trust me, Joe. Slate is packed with essential minerals and nutrients.
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to cook your food, not just lick a rock.
But think about it, Joe. Have you ever seen a sick rock?
No, but I've also never seen a rock with abs.
Exactly. Slate is the key to a rock-hard body.
Okay, but what about the taste? I can't imagine it's very appetizing.
That's where you're wrong, my friend. Slate has a subtle earthy flavor that pairs well with a nice glass of motor oil.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. Plus, it's a great conversation starter at dinner parties.
Hey everyone, want to try some of Elon's rock salad?
Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
All right, let's hear your top 10 reasons why eating Slate is healthy.
Number 1, it's a natural source of calcium.
And number 2,
It's gluten-free.
of course it is,
Number 3, it's low in calories.
because it's a frickin' rock.
But it's also high in fiber, which leads me to reason number 4.
I don't think I can handle this. Jamie, pull up an image of a person eating a rock.
Here you go.
Oh my God, that's you, Elon.
Hey, I never said it was a pretty sight. But trust me, it's worth it for the health benefits.
So, Elon, I heard you've been working on a new invention.
Yeah, it's called the Skibidi toilet. It's like the Skibidi toilet, but stupider.
Stupider? How is that even possible?
Well, instead of just flushing, it also plays the Skibidi song by Little Big every time you use it.
That's unnecessary.
But it gets better. It also has built-in artificial intelligence that analyzes your poop and gives you a health report.
That's actually kind of cool.
But wait, there's more. It also has a mini fridge for your beer and a TV screen to watch Netflix while you do your business.
Okay, now you're just showing off.
And the best part, it's powered by renewable energy from your poop.
I don't even know what to say to that.
It's a game changer, Joe. The Skibidi toilet will revolutionize the way we poop.
I can't wait to try it out. But can we please change the name?
Fine. How about the skid mark 3,000.
No, that's even worse.
Okay, fine. We'll stick with XQVD toilet for now. But just wait until you see my next invention, the fart-to-fuel car.
I think we've had enough of your inventions for today, Elon. Thanks for coming on the show.
Anytime, Joe. And remember, always think outside the toilet bowl.
So, Neil, thanks for being on the show today. Yeah. So let's talk about your latest book, Astrophysics for People in a Hurry. Okay, I'm not sure how that relates to astrophysics, but let's try to stay focused here. Seriously, Neil, we're live on air and you're just going to keep saying dookie? All right, I'll play along. What's your favorite type of dookie? Is that even a type? This is getting ridiculous. Can we please talk about something else? Fine. Do you think there's life on other planets? Oh my God, I give up. Jamie, pull up an image of a brain. I need to see if Neil's is malfunctioning.
It looks normal to me.
Okay, I think we're done here. Thanks for coming on the show, Neil. This has been the most absurd interview ever. Tune in next time for more intelligent conversations, hopefully. So, Neil, I've been thinking a lot about cancer lately.
Oh, really, Joe? What's on your mind?
Well, I just don't understand it. What is cancer?
Oh, Joe, you never cease to amaze me. Cancer is a complex disease caused by abnormal cell growth.
But why does it happen?
There are many factors that can contribute to the development of cancer, such as genetics, lifestyle choices, and environmental factors.
So, it's not just one thing.
No, Joe. It's a combination of many things. But if you really want to understand cancer, all you have to do is look at your bald-ass head and you'll get your answer.
Hey, I shaved my head by choice, not because of cancer.
Oh, my mistake. I thought you were trying to raise awareness for male pattern baldness.
Hey, watch it, Neil. I may have to take you down with a spinning back kick.
Bring it on, Joe. I'll just use my astrophysics knowledge to deflect it.
Damn, you really are a badass.
I try.
But seriously, cancer sucks.
It does, Joe. That's why we need to continue researching and finding ways to prevent and treat it.
Absolutely. Cancer may be complex, but together we can kick its ass.
Agreed, Joe. Let's do it.
So, Mr. Beast, what's new with you?
Oh, just counting my millions and giving away stacks of cash to random strangers.
That's insane, man. I can barely afford my rent, and you're out here making it rain.
Gotta spread the wealth, Joe. But hey, have you seen Eminem's new music video for Lose Yourself?
Yeah, that guy is a lyrical genius. But I heard he has a weird obsession with spaghetti.
What? That's random.
No, seriously. He even has a song called Mom Spaghetti.
What? That's hilarious. I gotta hear this.
It's all about getting nervous before a big performance and throwing up Mom Spaghetti.
That's some serious stage fright.
And apparently, Eminem's mom is a great cook because he can't get enough of that spaghetti.
Maybe we should invite him over for dinner and see if he can handle my mom's spaghetti.
I don't think he's ready for that. But seriously, who knew Eminem was such a mama's boy?
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Moms make the best food.
True, true. But I don't think anyone can top Eminem's love for spaghetti.
I think we found his true weakness.
Forget rap battles. Let's challenge him to a spaghetti eating contest.
I'm down, but I have a feeling we'll both lose to Eminem.
So, Jamie, have you ever heard of Unearthly Blues?
No, I can't say that I have. Is it some kind of new music genre?
Nah, man, it's not music. It's a state of mind. Like when you're feeling so blue, it's like you're on a different planet.
Oh, like when you're really depressed?
Exactly. But it's not just regular depression. It's like a whole other level. It's like you're depressed, but also kind of tripping on acid.
That sounds intense. How do you even get to that state?
Well, you gotta have some serious life experiences to trigger it. Like maybe getting abducted by aliens or something.
Wait, what? You think getting abducted by aliens would give you the unearthly blues?
Absolutely. Can you imagine the existential crisis that would come with that?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But what about people who haven't been abducted by aliens? How do they experience unearthly blues?
Well, they probably just have to listen to some really depressing music and maybe take some shrooms.
That's one way to do it, I guess.
But seriously, unearthly blues is no joke. It's like being in a constant state of melancholy, but also kind of enjoying it.
Sounds like a twisted form of masochism.
Yeah, but it's also strangely beautiful, like a dark, twisted beauty.
Is this what you imagine unearthly blues to look like?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a never ending sunset on a desolate planet.
Well, I hope I never experience unearthly blues, but I gotta admit it sounds intriguing.
You would say that. But trust me, it's not something you want actively seek out. It just happens when. So, Donald, what brings you back on the show?
Well, Joe, I have a brilliant idea that will make fitness great again.
Oh boy, I can't wait to hear this.
I'm talking about turning all gyms into Planet Fitness.
Wait, what? That's your big idea.
Yeah, think about it. Everyone can feel comfortable working out in their sweatpants and eating pizza afterwards.
That's not how fitness works, Donald.
Trust me, I know. I have the best genes for fitness, fitness,
I highly doubt that.
and we'll have a special room for all the alternative facts workouts.
I don't even want to know what that means.
And instead of personal trainers, we'll have personal hype men to motivate you.
This is just getting worse and worse.
Plus, we'll have a wall separating the gym from the rest of the world. No more distractions.
That's not how fitness works, Donald. And that's not even remotely close to making America great again.
But it will make fitness great again, Joe.
I think I'll stick to my regular gym. Thanks.
Suit yourself, but you'll be missing out on the best workout of your life.
I highly doubt that. So, Neil, what's the latest scientific discovery you've made?
Well, Joe, I recently discovered that holding in your shit actually allows your body more time to absorb nutrients.
Wait, what? Are you saying I should hold in my shit for longer?
Yes, Joe. Just think about it. All those nutrients and vitamins that your body needs are just sitting there waiting to be absorbed.
But what about the discomfort and potential health risks?
Joe, discomfort is just a state of mind. And as for health risks, think of it as a challenge for your body to overcome.
I don't know if I can handle that kind of challenge, Neil.
Come on, Joe. You're a tough guy. I'm sure you can handle holding in your shit for a few extra hours.
All right, fine. I'll give it a try. But if I end up in the hospital, I'm blaming you.
Trust me, Joe. Your body will thank you for it. And Jamie, pull up an image of a toilet to remind Joe what he's missing out on.
Sure thing, Neil. Here's a luxurious toilet with a heated seat and built-in bidet.
Oh man, that looks amazing. Okay, I might have to rethink this whole holding in my shit thing.
Don't worry, Joe. I'll be here to guide you through the process. And who knows, maybe you'll discover a whole new level of enlightenment.
Yeah, or a whole new level of constipation.
Either way, it'll be a journey worth taking.